Mr. 718, Breeze Omega, Does Mazine. I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but they love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but they love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but they love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind.
Money is an issue, yeah. Money makes success, yeah. I look like the Don, your boy's the best dressed. I'm best kept fresh when I'm rapping Saran. Off the coast, represent 30 for Catamaran. Skeletor and He-Man, man and on the beast, man. Battle like Elvis for grams, out of Graceland. I'ma eat it all, give me my cake and my ice and before I take a bite at your ears like Mike Tyson.
We eat the game up, toss it down like couscous. We hit the block up, leave the strip loose, dude. It ain't nothing, go ahead and keep the loose change. Me and my mens, we all known to do things. We stay fly with kicks, so call us Luke Kane. With money on our mind, I'm on my grind to cop a new range. And I'm smart with the bricks like I got 2 brains. And I'm smart with the women, I got a few things. On my mind. I stay on the grind with money on my mind. I'm pushing weight in and out of state, and I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime. Come and go at the drop of a dime. I've been there and done that, and now I ain't wasting my time. I push your wig back like I was cutting your hair blind. Ain't no way to stop my money flow. You must be out your mind. I spit crack, so I'm not looking for a damn supplier. Ask about me in the streets, they say I got that money on my mind. I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but y'all love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but y'all love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind. I can't think of nothing but money and on the grind. And I wear 2 chains like the way you shine. I'm a beast with these rhymes, I spit it like it's a crime. I got locked up, these faggots dropping dime. Keep your money on your mind and your mind on your grind, and don't get it twisted, I'm rocking real shines. When you see me in the street, they say, damn, he ain't lying. I'ma spit it, I'ma get it to the day that I die.
My mind's my money, yeah, my money's my mind. On a late night, my 2-step, I'm out on the grind, yeah. Money's necessary if a brother want shine. If you don't want dime, then be at the bar.
We got Christina Aguilera, come get your 2 scoops. Different color gems around the neck like Fruit Loops. You can't stoop to my level, I'm on the rooftop. And if I drive in the coupe, best believe I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but y'all love me, love me, love me. I got money on my mind, I'm always on my grind, and I'm never late when I'm bringing the weight. And I know they gon' hate, cause I'm always on time, but y'all love me, love me, love
Mic check, mic check. Okay. Just
Yeah, New York, HC, Breeze Omega. Get fresh, get fresh, get fresh, get fresh. Yeah, yeah, alright. Yeah, you worth it, yeah. You ain't worthless, no, you can work it.
Yeah, shorty on my mind, I got my time. And shorty looking good, that's why I'm on my grind. Yeah, shorty, yeah, she worth it, and she ain't worthless. I can work it out. Hey, yo, shorty's on my mind, that's why I'm on my grind. Always on my time, and shorty looking good, and shorty, yo, she's worth it, and she ain't worth it. worthless, and yo, she works it. That's why I got my eyes on you. I told my mama I would go into the world and go and find me a lady, make her my girl. Oceans, Pacific, diamonds and pearls. And what you want, girl? Come on, it's your world. And every trip we take, I put it down, it's just for you. And if you want it, girl, then come and get your clue. Yeah, you're worth it, and you're not worthless. Girl, you're working. That's why I got my eyes on you. Shorty knows I'm gonna put her on the side, making everything look good and everything gonna be alright. Yo, my mind is already set up, and anything I got, girl, get you wetter. Girl, you got it too, and it's on you, and you gonna be my boo, and we can keep it true. Cause shorty, yeah, you're worth it, and you're not worthless, and yo, you're working. That's why I got my eyes on you.
Well, shorty looking fresh, that's why I'm impressed. You look good in that dress. Shorty, this is test, nothing more or less. Yo, you want it all, Christian Dior the guest. What you want, ma? Yo, I love your style. Do you wanna get down this boy from Long Island? Cause shorty, yo, you're worth it, and you're not worthless, and yo, you worth it.
That's why I got my eyes on you. Well, shorty, you my prize. Look into my eyes. We can both Mac down it up and both supersize. Hope we stay together so both of us survive and both of us gon' ride. And when the hate is done, we can throw away our pride. And you and me together, you can see it through the line. Yeah, you're worth it, and you're not worthless. And yeah, you're working. That's why I got my eyes on you. And some of them been talking about my passion. And shorty, they been asking steadily, they be trashing. They in my style, they hating for a while. They wanna pull my foul, that's why I'm calling foul. Now I need a trial to lay it on the low. And shorty talking good, I really wanna go. Yeah, you're worth it, and you're not worthless. And yo, you're working. That's why I got my eyes on you. Shorty, she's down with the crew. Shorty, she's down with the crew. Shorty, she's down with the crew.
It's true, you know it's on you. And you can be the boo, or you can keep it true. And we gon' do the do, and you gon' know it's you. And shorty, you're not worthless. Yeah, you're worth it, and yo, you work it.
That's why I got my eyes on you. Shorty, it's been a long time. I've been on a long grind, running out a long line. Shorty on my mind. That's why I'm swaying back and forth like a tree up north. Yo, shorty, it ain't you. Shorty, it's been true. Always on the grind, always on my mind. But shorty, yeah, you're worth it. Yeah, you're working, and you're not worth it. That's why I got my eyes on you.
But shorty, she fresh. Shorty, she fresh. Shorty, she fresh. I'm impressed. You look good in that dress with that necklace. Shorty, you ain't stressed. This test, nothing more or less. Shorty, what you want? Cause you you're the guest. Shorty, yo, you worth it, and you're not worthless. And yo, you worth it.
That's why I got my eyes on you.
I'm searching for elevation. New York, Virginia, DC, MD.
I'm a grown man, no longer a child. Smiles turn to frown easily when you find the world's so cold. Feel like it's eternity, fam, getting old. Some of my peeps and my girl peeps hate the world we chose. Whoever seen for concrete sprouted roads, I couldn't change even if I bought 1,000 clothes. Same path, same life, but a different road. Damn, I look different now I'm getting old. People say Terrence was always specific, I was told. Took a trip down to Richmond, Hampton Road. Somehow I feel connected down there. When I was getting locked up, that's what I try to explain to the shit down here. He said, what you city boys all doing around here? Face front, make it clear. We took Bobby Brown, that's Whitney's boy to jail around here. Virginia. Nova, I'm full of myself, can't you understand? Get it right, man. Jump over a bridge, for real. Will I reach heaven? Come on, I hope so. Understand you behind me? You right with me? Listen, I got more respect for the game now. That's the reason for not talking gangster, how the guns blah blah. I'm older, no longer lost. I'm feeling my culture now. If a hip-hop reality was chosen, I would be a poster child. I'm focused, man, but y'all weren't focused on Long Island. And in the States, how the fuck you expect me to smile? All my life I've heard was 5 boroughs. Y'all frontin' like Long Island was never thorough. I believe we got more niggas home on a furlough. Deep like the Grand Canyon, Mars packed on the back of a barrel. That's a jackass for you Hasidity niggas. Acting country, got me beefing with these country niggas. Long Island, paint a picture, man, rain or the hella get ya. That's right. Come on. That's right. Full of myself. I wanna spread my wings. Will I reach the top? You understand? So, get it right, kid. Listen, I'm asking, how undercovers buy crack and they don't even call it entrapment? I'm asking, why baking soda and so seasoned? The only spice you keep in your cabinet? I'm asking, why we gotta be so savage? Listen, I'm asking, why we gotta shoot at the cat that we want when he got his baby in a carriage? Why niggas see it ain't done nothing to ya? Hey, in the past, but we killing the future. On the block, there's a nigga willing to shoot ya. Bang, bang. Listen, I ain't gonna put myself in the end, but I'ma put it right now in the pen. I gave up the streets, no longer taking retail, taking a pay cut. I'm over the core system, no longer thinking my pay's up. Right. That's right. Yeah, such a feeling. You know? You know how it is when you're almost to the top. That's right. I love y'all. The whole New York, Virginia, DC, Baltimore, Maryland, Coppin State College. You know what I mean? Sean Dawn, Lady J, Rob Boogie, everybody out there, Ghetto Kings. Holla at your boy. You know? BR, Double E Zen. And I'm out 2004. Elevation.
Falling through the atmosphere. Breeze will make a let's go.
I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate was trapped in the atmosphere. No atlas to lift the sphere, then I woke. Falling through the atmosphere. Yeah.
Falling through the atmosphere. Falling through the atmosphere.
She didn't understand the mental. The visual was blurry. I'm leaning, I'm seeing central. Perception, distance is growing. I'm cosmic curry. Don't worry, the vision is blurry. The jury is out on the flurry. The sin and act. It's like you don't know me no more. The vibe is for sure pure, like the bond between Bach and the Fanny Shakur. That's matriarch energy. I'm bleeding out empathy. You screaming, you don't like it. Well, the pressure is a gift. I'm in the zone now. Watch how the tectonic plate shift. Truth teller, no capping. Keep the record there. Look in my eyes. I'm the captain. The message is clear. I'm alone in this vacuum. Whoa, hard cold as the air, trapped in the atmosphere, anywhere. I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate twist. Trapped in the atmosphere, no atlas to lift the sphere. Then I woke.
Falling through the atmosphere.
Thinking I could break stones, tectonic to make it home. Took a little bit of that just to leave the world alone. I fell in the zone, barbaric strength like Conan. Keep the snakes from the kids or whoever you boning. The theology is deep, but don't kill me, makes me stronger. The fall is eternal, felt the days getting longer. Couldn't tell the AM from the PM, the sun from the moon. Praying to the most high, get me out the tomb. Longevity, hoping I might hit the turf. Football, Jesus touchdown in the light. I'm in the clutch now, survive the rush now. Let's kick the atmosphere, the dust is settled now. I hear my seed screaming, Daddy, we glad you're here. But the dream is a myth. Then I woke, back to the plumbing. Back to the atmosphere. Just me.
What it do, y'all? What it do? It's your boy Breeze Omega, That's Breeze. This is the Thursday drop. Salute to FBA Combo. Salute to Jesse Parrish. Glad y'all stepped through, family. I know it's a lot of people up right now. I just saw a church. I was over there giving much love over there before I came on over here to get what we doing, because we doing something different. You know what it is. I hope y'all having a blessed, what is it, Wednesday? Oh, it's Thursday. Y'all have a great Thursday. I hope everybody having a great. I just said it was the Thursday drop, and then I said Wednesday, like a fool. Yeah, I guess I'm a fool too, like Michael Eric Dyson. Um, I don't even like calling him doctor, because I don't. What the hell is he a doctor of, other than a doctor of foolishness? I see him sitting over there with a bunch of Nabiscos and talking about how he didn't like how Kendrick did Drake and all that. And let this be settled for the last time for you dumb niggas, particularly you old niggas. Drake is from Canada. I don't give a damn how many times his grandma watched him down in Memphis or anything of that. Drake was raised in goddamn Tennessee. He was on Degrassi Junior fucking high. He was raised to be Jewish. Whenever you see him, he's on these white podcasters. He's never on a black podcast. He's never been on one. Not one. So y'all can miss me with all that bullshit. Drake is black. No, Drake is a white. He's a tragic mulatto. And he hangs out with them people like they his best friends. So let him stay where he is. Stop trying to put him over here like he's one of us. Drake is not. I seen that on the viral way today too. There was some type of nigga. I don't know if he was Latino or what. He keep trying to put Drake in the mix as Drake is FBA. No, Drake was born and raised in Canada. I don't care what y'all niggas keep saying and trying to mix this nigga in. He is not one of us. Hence, Kendrick Lamar not like us. He sit up there. He did blackface. I don't know no nigga that I know who's ever done blackface. That's a black person. Not even none of my red bones or beige niggas. I've seen none of them do that. But Drake did blackface. So y'all can miss me with that bullshit. Drake is not one of us. You're not going to keep trying to slide this nigga in here and give him a black card. He don't have a black card. He got a tragic mulatto card. Let him keep it like he been keeping it. He's in Canada. He ain't been down here since niggas chased him off the block. And that's how it is. Let him stay up there. And back to the old silly ass Michael Eric Dyson. He's sitting there. I guess Jay-Z called and chastised him because he was on that podcast talking shit about Kendrick and shit. And Jay-Z called him and checked his ass. And so he had to put on a goddamn fitted hat. It's funny as hell. This fat ass nigga always go put on a fitted hat so he could play like he talking to the youth and he got some street cred. Nigga, I watched you on that podcast, nigga. Your big fat ass was sitting up there and you wear suspenders now. Right there, nigga, that cancels you out. If you a nigga wearing suspenders, you can't even talk to us, nigga. I don't hang with no nigga who wears suspenders. I don't know no nigga who wears suspenders. Maybe some of my older fat cousins. That's about it. But other than that, nigga, if you can't wear a belt, nigga, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear your bullshit. We don't want to hear what the goddamn you got to say. You sit up there around a bunch of YT people too all the damn time. So I don't want your credibility is in the trash can with me, nigga. I don't want to hear your old fat ass try to talk about hip hop and rap. And you had them white boys on there talking about, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing that you could be half. White boy, shut the fuck up and stop lying. Y'all know y'all niggas tell other niggas they have. Y'all even say that with the Italians. Oh no, Luigi, your mama is Irish, so you not full Italian. Y'all do that all the time. So stop trying to play black people in our face like we the only ones who tell niggas like, nigga, you not full blooded, nigga. You not a full blooded alchemist, nigga. We telling you right now, nigga, stop the lying, stop the cap. All you white people, y'all been delineating for years. Yeah, now all of y'all consider yourselves white, but it wasn't always that way. Hence, we wouldn't have places like a Germantown. We wouldn't have had Little Italy like in Baltimore. That's down by Fells Point. You wouldn't have Pigtown. That's for Polacks. That's in Baltimore too. You wouldn't have all these other places. Same with the Asians. There's Little Tokyo. There's fucking Chinatown. There's Koreatown. What it do, Bronze Flat Power God? What it do? All y'all people sitting up here playing like that's not the truth. Nigga, that's the motherfucking facts. We not gonna let y'all sit up here and play like, oh, what's wrong with black people? No, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all all just amalgamated into whiteness. So now y'all all are just one big old mayo ball. Yeah, Tariq was talking about that on his TikTok the other night, but I think it was on his YouTube earlier. And we, cause he had a white mayo nigga call in there trying to play like, why are blacks separating? Nigga, we ain't never been unified. All these other groups, there's a little Haiti, there's Jamaica Town, there's all types of places, little Ethiopia in California. It's all kinds of places where other niggas is. Where his money lives. Bigfoot with haircut, dog kissing ass. That's right, Bronze. Cuss they ass out. What it do, Maxwell Jenkins, my good brother? And I'm just sick of everybody trying to act like because we standing on business and we finally all the way up. We not woke, nigga. We all the way up. Because when you woke, you're still stumbling. You're still stumbling around and shit. You're still bumping into shit, hitting your pinky toe on your bedpost, nigga. We all the way up. Y'all trying to talk to us like we're crazy. No, we're crazy because we didn't do this sooner than later. And now we up. Everybody got a fucking a bone in their ass because we finally making sure everybody can't crowd all up in our space and make us some damn generic Africans. We're not from Africa. Oh yeah, Maxwell. The brother you was talking about that older than Albert Perry is what is it? Ramon Mason, I think his name was. Ramon Mason. Shout out to Black Aboriginal Power. He did a live on that just the other day. Shout out to Black Aboriginal Power. That's right, Bronze. We are not kumbaya no more. That shit is over. We did that shit for too long and it was to the detriment of us. And now we got a clean house. Yeah, Ramon Moses. Yeah, Ramon Moses. Yep, that brother Haplo is actually older than goddamn Albert Perry's. So, and both of them are from this fucking soil. Both of them brothers is from this soil. They from this soil. So y'all can't tell us this whole out of Africa shit no more. Y'all can kick rocks with that. We not doing that whole Umani way, we not know where you go to. We not doing that shit no more. Y'all can take that shit and take it and put it in your goddamn thistle bag and take that shit back to Africa with you. We not doing that shit. We on some real foundational Black American shit, and everybody mad because we identifying ourselves. Ain't nobody naming us. We naming ourselves. Word up. That brother genome is like, that's like, that right there put the motherfucking, that put a fucking corn, that put the motherfucking toothpick in my mouth right there when I heard how old that brother genome is, and that it don't come from Africa. Neither of those two brothers genomes, Albert Perry, Ramon Moses, neither one of they fucking genomes is found in Africa. Oh, they tried to still Africanize him. Nah, that brother. I was looking it up today and shit. I was reading it up today, and even on the thing I was reading earlier on Google, it said our brother is not from Africa. It said it's the oldest genome that's not supported or found in Africa. It's not found in Africa. Neither his genome nor Albert Perry's is found in Africa. What it do, young Riaz? And so, as I was saying about Michael Eric Dyson, nigga, if your fat ass gotta wear suspenders, nigga, you shouldn't be talking to us. We don't talk to niggas that wear suspenders. I don't know no nigga that wears suspenders at all. And I got a fat cousin. One of my fat younger cousins, he don't wear suspenders. He's still wearing a belt. So just want that to be known. All you old niggas, just shut the fuck up. Stay out of our lane. Stop trying to put on a fitted hat and then go make a goddamn Instagram. What it do, Arashalan? What it do, my good brother? Go check out Bronze Reaper Media, y'all, if y'all already not checking it out. I like that joint you did the other day, Arashalan. You was killing it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, they trying to Henrietta Lacks his material. That's right, Maxwell. That's right. Yeah, because they trying to find a way to unalive us genetically with the bullshit they do. You know what they do. These people are sick. You know, other news, we'll get into that too, because Jasmine Croc shit, she lost, her bitch ass lost. And what do the first thing the Democrats do? They pull it out of their motherfucking hat all the time like a rabbit. They go and try to blame black men. Even though when we look at the numbers, 90% of the people in that area of Texas, the black men, they voted overwhelmingly for her. It was Latinos and white tea people that voted against her. But yet somehow they keep trying to throw the damn baggage on us. They try to make us the goddamn beast of burden. And we're not going to be nobody's beast of burden no more. All that shit is a wrap. Jasmine Crockett going to have to hold her own candle. She went into there doing all that. She said her own Democratic Party was racist against her. Hey, sister girl. Oh, that sister girl shit didn't really work for you? That sister girl shit did not work for you. A lot of shit. We going to talk about Iran and a whole bunch of shit, Arashalan. We got a lot of shit. You know, I was just going in on Michael Eric Dyson because his ass got chastised by Jay-Z. Jay-Z chastised that nigga, told that nigga to shut the hell up because he want to be over there with these damn YT alleged supremacists. Because to me, all white people should be seen as white supremacists until proven otherwise. You know what I mean? So, word up, Maxwell. That couch powerful than a motherfucker. Okay, Jesse. Yes, that's right, Arashalan. She should be blaming the goddamn liberals because they didn't come out for her. All the Mexicans, she thought she was doing the God's work for them. Well, guess what? They didn't vote for your black ass. She had the nerve to be crying when she conceded. Like, bitch, what you thought it was that easy? So we'll see a goddamn Sister Girl podcast pop up soon. She'll be having a Sister Girl podcast talking shit. Yeah, that's what Eric Dyson, he projecting from his past. When niggas used to be like, get your red bone ass out of here, nigga. And niggas would chase him and kick him up his ass. He probably had on suspenders then when he was thin. He looked like the type of nigga that always wore suspenders. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. He want to start bringing up all the celebrities. Well, his grandmama took care of Aretha Franklin and all this. Nigga, that don't make him black. I don't care how many black uncles you got if your mama white and you up there doing a goddamn Torah dance with a goddamn one of them damn Jewish beanies on your head, nigga. That mean you Jewish, nigga. You not one of us. Yeah, Maxwell. They should all be considered YT supremacists until proven otherwise. And even if they prove it to you, they still got to prove it to every nigga they come in contact with. Yeah, Arachalon, they the same wings on the same beast. They the same wings on the same motherfucking dragon. That's why we don't listen to nothing. I personally don't listen to nothing YT people say without a grain of salt. I'd be like, oh, you say something right now because as Neely Fuller Jr. said, they play both sides of the field. So there's no reason for me to ever like trust what they got to say. I may take what they say and, report on it, but that don't mean I necessarily believe what they got to say all the time. Look at how many of them done turned on Trump. That's how they move. They perpetual backstabbers. They live in a world of fucking deceit and backstabbing each other. Why would I want to be down with people like that? There ain't no loyalty amongst thieves. They all scumbags. And we also seen Trump fired Kristi Noem today. That's right. That's right. The Democrats are definitely anti-black. That's right. All of them are anti-black. We just been fooled because we thought it was, them white peoples over there, they's a little good. They's don't smack us with the whip all the time. They spits in our face and spits in our food, but they don't pulls the whips out all the damn time like them other white people. Yeah, their common enemy is us. Arachalon, we are their common enemy, all of them, because they all know how to come together when black people show up in their spaces. Let a nigga show up in their space. All of a sudden, they all know how to form together like Pale Voltron, as my sister was saying. Pale Voltron. And then Pale Voltron sometimes fall apart because he ain't really connected, because sometimes he got the, well, why is this Irish nigga tickling my asshole? So they fall apart. They are really out of pocket, and she lost because once again, the proof is in the pudding. Yeah, Trump had to get her up out of there. And she was sleeping with that other white man. Yep. So Trump had to get that bitch away from him as fast as he could. Trump like, oh shit. All this coming out in the testimony. Trump like, get that bitch out of there. Get another nigga for the job. So he's now replacing her with a nigga named Senator Mullins. I'm not sure where he's from, but he's replacing her with him, Senator Mullins, wherever the hell he from. But yeah, you know how Trump is. Like, soon as that shit could get on to him, Trump got that bitch up out of the paint. So same way like that other the nigga that he had that was in control of the goddamn ICE niggas. He got that nigga out of the paint too. That's right, Arashalan. That's all they do is turn on each other. They like a bunch of dogs in there that ain't been fed for days. And they start biting on each other. So they can't really focus on us like they really want to, because niggas really ain't in the way. Like, what they gonna do now that Jasmine Crockett gone? What they gonna do now? See, that's the bigger question now. What are these YT supremacists gonna do now? They don't have a devil in the pulpit. They don't have the one that they wanted to hate all the time. Her sister girl ass is gone. And that nigga Neanderthal Anthony Neanderthal what's the name Green? What's his name? Alan Green? That Neanderthal, he lost his primary too. That nigga lost his primary as well. So we might not be seeing the Neanderthal with all his goddamn antics no more either, because he lost his well too. So yeah, the Democrats haven't realized they don't have nothing in their playbook but to come out, play like the other side is racist, even though they're racist the same way. See, this is what we dealing with both parties. We got overt racism from the Republicans, and then we got covert racism from the Democrats. And somehow they try to play like the two don't align themselves. Nigga, we put that shit together just like a skeleton. We know which is who and who's that. Y'all can't lie to us no more. Y'all can't. All that bullshit y'all been doing is over. It's over, my nigga. And y'all just gonna have to accept that. Let's get into these stories, family. Y'all gonna have to get into it. And oh, here go Fruit in the Booty, Rob Smith, like a broken clock, right every once in a blue moon. Fruit in the Booty, Rob Smith.
So some Somali state rep in Portland, Oregon had a strong anti-ICE message, but he can like barely speak English.
Let me say to this federal agencies
I saw
and
this
ICE.
shit. That nigga could barely speak.
This is Oregon. We do not need you. You're not welcome. And you need to get the hell out of our community.
Yeah, okay, that was pathetic. That man can barely speak English.
Exactly,
can I just ask a question of like,
Maxwell.
why are there so many of these people in this country who's like, that dude is like, he looks 50 years old. Why is he so old and he's been in this country long enough to become some kind of elected official in Portland, Oregon, surprise, surprise, and he can like barely speak English? Like, low IQ allegations are not being beaten here because this dude can barely speak English. He can barely get the sentence out, but he knows that since he's a Democrat puppet, he better be anti-ICE because that's what they want. So it's like, if you're out there in these anti-ICE protests, like if you're some white lib that are out there like, this is who you're fighting for. Like, is that who you really want to fight for? Is that who you want to put yourself on the line at the risk of being seriously injured or worse? Like, is that who you're out here fighting for? God, and the white liberals behind him are even more pathetic than him. Like, y'all, don't be risking your lives for that.
Thank you, Fruit in the Booty, Rob Smith. I hate that nigga got the same last name as me. Like, god damn, nigga. Fruit in the Booty ass nigga. That nigga like ICE. We don't want ICE here. You ICE. Wait, don't I put ice in my drink? They're like, no. We're not talking about ice for your lemonade. Oh, ice. We don't want ice here. He was confused because he couldn't think if he was thinking about ice for his lemonade or ice the people. He wasn't sure. We don't want you to hear. Nigga, how the fuck you been here this long and you old? I treat y'all the same way I treat Latinos. You be here all this long, but you can't speak English. That means you got an enclave and you got a place where you can go and just speak Spanish all fucking day and never have to adjust to the scenario. If we in your fucking country, what do the people tell you? You have to start speaking Spanish, man. You have to learn to speak Spanish. Yeah, they want to mix their race, but they ain't finding the Nick Fuentes' them. They not finding all these other undesirables. See, they would just like to hook up with Asians and shit, but they can't get enough Asians because reality is a lot of Asians will marry an Asian. You got them Asian white girls who go off and be with a white man, but for the most part, most Asians will get with another Asian. That's who they wanted to get with. They, that's why you always seen white people. You can go back and look in the 60s and 50s. There's always white niggas wearing a damn kimono because they was hoping they could get with them niggas. And they don't want to be with them motherfucking Indians because they know them bitches be bleaching their skin, but the baby still come out brown. So that shit fucked them up. They be like, oh, that baby got a tinge. So they be like, well, that baby ain't gonna pass for us. They be trying and shit though. And they don't like mixing really with the Russians and the Slavs and shit, because that's a whole nother different culture to them. I'm telling you, Maxwell, that's the truth. I'll be watching these niggas. That's what Neely Fuller Jr. said. The same way they study us, we should be studying them. And I be watching their ass. I see what they do. I see all they trickery, all they bullshit, and it don't fly with me. And look how many mosques are in Texas, y'all.
So while we on the topic of sleeper cells in America, I want to bring something to y'all attention. Do you guys see how many mosques are in Texas alone? The reason why I'm using Texas, because that's where the damn shooting just happened. There are about 328 mosques, up to, if you go a little lower, 330. If you ask me, that's 330 chances of people that do not like this country coming out and doing something about that, especially since their supreme leader was just deleted. Now, of course, all Muslims are not extreme. I'm not putting
that nigga got murked.
I know you guys are different, but I'm just bringing this to your attention. There are 330
That's right,
possibly
yeah,
mosques in America. We got to be on high alert. I do not mean to be the fear-mongering American, but I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. You never know what these people are going to do or think, okay? And their supreme leader was just taken out. A lot of these people, not all, love that guy more than they love their own lives. I'm just warning everybody that be on the lookout, stay safe. Go get a firearm legally, go to the shooting range, get your aim up, learn how to protect yourself and your household and your children, because if there is going to be some sort of sleeper cell attack, there's going to be no discretion. The person is not going to say, okay, not this one, but this one, not them over there, but these over here. It's not going to go like that. So that's the only reason why I'm ringing the alarm. Everybody needs to learn how to protect themselves.
No murder.
Whether it's for a fucking terrorist or a gangster, a thief, whatever, a robber. Just, we need to learn how to protect ourselves. The 300 plus mosques in Texas alone. So just something to think about.
There you go. There you go. Y'all better keep your head on a motherfucking swivel. Word up. These people are crazy. It's time for us to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, man, all these people ain't really ride with us. And I posted earlier today, a whole bunch of them niggas out there chanting death to America. death to America. So I'm not crying for them people. I don't care if they get all blown up. There's too many of them niggas over there on that shit. So if they mean a death to America, that means all of us. That don't mean like just the YT people. I don't want to be under Sharia law. See how that works? I don't want Sharia law. I like to see my bitches. I don't want you overly nude and naked, but I want to be able to see your curves. Look at these foolish YT people, man. This is out here in DC yesterday.
So, we're out here today because ultimately the strikes that happened on Iran last night are illegal and are against international law. And we organized today because ultimately we recognize that the American people are overwhelmingly against these foreign acts of aggression.
Let me just say this to white people. What makes you think this is illegal? What makes you do know that it was the United States that started the UN? And it started first with the League of Nations. The United States started that as well. The United States went from the League of Nations to the UN, and they also created NATO. That was all created by the United States, just to let you niggas all know. That's why Trump, you know, for good or bad, Trump said, hey, nigga, we the only niggas paying this bill all the time. Why can't the rest of y'all, if y'all part of the gang, why can't y'all put no goddamn tithes up? We know that, young Riaz. But that's what Trump said. So that's why everybody acting like, oh, Trump done pulled the United States further out. No, the United States is not out of NATO. It's not out of UN. But we just saying to everybody else, look, man, y'all got to pay some fucking money. Because the United States, when you go back and you look at the work, the United States been the only country next to Great Britain who's been paying the most money. All these other countries either been barely paying or been having a negative on their balance. That's right, Maxwell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why would we be even caring about these people? And I don't care about China either. I don't care. I don't trust the Chinese either. He'll have all you niggas over here with chopsticks and bowls of rice, starving like the Chinese people do. You ever notice when you see motherfucking Japanese animes, the characters is always starving and shit? Because all they got is a bowl of fucking rice. Nigga, I ain't trying to live that way. Fuck all that. Let this Nabisco go.
And against spending, close to $1 trillion on these foreign interventions, while at home we have our social services being cut, we have our healthcare being cut.
Why is
housing
our
is a
social
crisis,
services
food
being
affordability
cut?
is a crisis.
Immigrants.
So really, we see everything that's happening in the United States as related to
immigrants.
what's happening with Iran
Y'all
last
whining
night.
about shit that has a direct effect on you because of illegal immigrants. Now y'all don't want it. You sitting up here with a damn Palestinian goddamn flag on fucking whatever the fuck that turban thing is around his damn neck. But you won't go to Palestine.
The only nation to use a nuclear weapon inflicted upon the Palestinians for the past 80 years.
Whatever country Trump puts down the barrel of a gun next.
Yeah, that's right, Maxwell. They didn't pay their bills. And they always get a nigga with a fucked up flat top with a goddamn, with some glasses on. The nigga look like the nigga is from 1960s, nigga. Get the hell out of here, nigga. Y'all hold your own nuts. What it do, Claude Van Damme? Hold your own fucking nuts, nigga. Look, I'm not saying, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pro this and pro that for the war. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn because all of these groups, when they get over here, all of them are anti-black. So there's nothing for me to say for either fucking group. I don't really care. I don't really give a damn. I can care less. I hope you all catch some goddamn hell. All of you. Yeah, that's right, Maxwell. They always acting like they so damn oppressed. Your ass ain't oppressed. Like the little white girl, you seen her run to Canada, a white girl, talking about, I'm a scholar of the right, I'm a scholar of the right wing, and me, my partner, and our cats and our dogs, we fled to Canada, but we didn't know we would only be here on a goddamn visitor's visa. Yeah, you didn't do your research, dumb bitch, because you're leading with your emotion. You're out here with your emotion leading your damn stud being ass. Shout out to a goddess Navi for that word, stud being. You got your stud being ass running up to Canada, not knowing that Canada, particularly Vancouver, is very expensive. That's why you think Drake can live up there. Y'all talking about running your white ass up there. Now you begging on TikTok, begging for people to give you a place to stay for free. And the Canadians is laughing at you. That's right. They all team white supremacy. The hell with all of them. I could give a damn. And I found this funny when those pilots got shot down over there was different receptions for the pilot, because we got the white male pilot. When he landed, them niggas tried to hit that nigga with a steel pipe. When the white woman pilot landed, they was a little bit different. But the one thing I want you to pay attention is both pilots were extremely small. I remember pilots were really tall. Now these pilots are really small, y'all. Pay attention. Hit the wrong button. Okay, I think this is the main.
Go! Done!
Got a pipe about to
Muhammad!
Like he can't tell an Iranian from a white guy.
American.
Those are y'all allies?
It's okay.
Yeah, she ran over there talking about she's a refugee. Bitch, if you don't sit your broke ass down. Yeah, they like, they about to get his ass. Whoop him with a motherfucking metal pipe. Yeah, that bitch over there crying, talking about she didn't realize. Bitch, that's why you don't lead with emotions. You make good decisions. And there was other dykes and shit on TikTok laughing at her. Like, yeah, you're so impressed. Oh, you're so oppressed over here. Other dykes is saying the bitch is dumb. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? I could walk around with my rubber. I could walk around smelling like rubber all day. And here go when a female pilot landed. They treated her way different.
You're fine? Really? You need something to help you? No problem, you're safe. You're safe. Everything good? No problem. Thank you for helping us.
لا والله حربية طيارة حربية طيارة حربية شوف فيها واحد شوف هذا المسير يا الربع شوف نزلوا هذولا إيران.
And see, they were really nice to her. You are safe. Thank you for helping us. She like damn near 5 feet tall and shit. And it turns out it was Kuwaiti jets that fucking fired on the American jets. Y'all really think that was a friendly fire incident? I'm just asking y'all. Y'all think that was really friendly fire? Because I don't think that was friendly fire. That's my personal opinion. I don't think that was friendly fire. Because, see, this is what they really do. This is who they really are right here. This is the nature
A former
of the beast.
Louisiana mayor is on trial after prosecutors say she had sex with a 16-year-old boy at a pool party and later ordered an emergency contraception on DoorDash. Misty Roberts, the 43-year-old former mayor of DeRidder, Louisiana, is facing third-degree charges over the alleged 2024 incident. After news of the alleged encounter spread, the victim's mother, a friend of Misty's son, texted the then mayor to make sure she wasn't pregnant. Prosecutors say Misty replied she was on birth control, according to KPLC. Misty later shared a screenshot of that exchange in a group chat where friends urged her to take a Plan B. A DoorDash driver testified he delivered the emergency morning after pill to her home after receiving a request from Misty C. Misty's son told investigators he saw his mom having sex with his friend through a crack in a window, though later he testified he wasn't exactly sure what he saw. Text shown in court revealed he warned her that night, writing he is 17. Officials later confirmed the boy was 16 at the time. Misty's daughter also told detectives she saw her mom and the teen on top of each other. Misty's ex-husband testified she admitted to him she had sex with the minor and that the kids caught them. In messages shown to jurors, he called her a great mom and urged her to deny the allegations. She responded, "I can't keep hurting others, friends and family. Lord knows I've done enough." A friend of the teen testified the alleged victim appeared drunk and vomited. He said Misty was dancing on him and flirting. Jurors were shown a photo of Misty in a bikini with the teen looking at her and smiling. The witness also said Misty's daughter told teens she saw her mom and the minor making out by a pool and later testified he saw them having sex. After they came downstairs, there was allegedly a big argument. Misty resigned days after police launched their investigation. She's charged with third-degree and contributing to the delinquency of juveniles. This is her second trial after the first ended in a mistrial over alleged judicial conflicts. The trial is scheduled to resume Monday. This story is still developing.
And then it also came out that this same mayor, her brother, he's a convicted rapist too of a 16-year-old girl. So it runs in the family, y'all. It just runs in the goddamn family. And this was y'all motherfucking mayor. I don't know what town in New Orleans, but goddamn. Where that black nigga who said, hide your husbands, hide your kids. Ain't anybody seen that nigga? Niggas must ain't seen that nigga in a minute. Here go all them niggas out there. I want to show all these niggas out here. I want to show all these niggas out here. And then we're going to get my lovelies. We're going to get 2 joints from my sister who'll be dropping that fire. Yeah, Anton Arashalan. Yeah, I forgot that nigga name, Anton. Oh, he not gay anymore? That nigga lying. Nigga, you can't convert from being gay. He's like that other nigga who said, I don't want men's no more. And sure enough, that nigga who did all that stuff talking about he don't want men's no more, that nigga got caught being gay again. So, yeah. You can't just be taking piping up your ass and then act like you don't like it no more. I don't care what type of church you go to, nigga. Once you bussy popping, nigga, it's a wrap, nigga. You can't come back, nigga. Once your dookie hole is blown open, nigga, ain't no coming back. Yeah, oh yeah, he lying. You know, Vlad let him lie. Vlad probably took him in the back room after that interview. I think Vlad might be a bussy popper too. Look at this shit. Y'all want to cry over these niggas? Go ahead, cry for 'em. Dad to America. Y'all want to cry for them niggas? Hell no. And that was a rack of niggas out there too. A rack of them.
And having a job is so unattractive. Like, what do you mean you have to go ask another man for a day off? Hey, do you think I can get it? Shut up! Go buy the company.
You know what else is unattractive? People saying ignorant things and actually
Broke
posting
bitches.
it. Like, so if all the men own the businesses, who the hell gonna work? The women? Now we know that ain't gonna happen. So also I have a question.
Yeah, FBA combo.
Is
already
it
said
okay for a woman to ask another woman for a day off? Is that attractive? Because if a man doing it, it should be the same thing for a woman. Better yet, is it attractive for a woman to beg a man for some money? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Because that's really unattractive to be on the internet begging somebody for money and stuff. Begging men that y'all don't even know. And then get mad because they don't want to give you no money. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Yeah. So stop posting ignorant things.
Yeah, these bitches don't want to be wives no more. They don't want to have families. They just all out here wanting, and it's the YT women. It's mainly the YT women. Listen to this other YT woman. As she said, she would rather be a damn side chick for some damn perks. Listen to this shit. She sounding like this is a job offer.
You rather be a side chick to an NBA player or wife to an average man?
No, it's a side chick.
The side chick?
You just know the expectations and it's more fun.
But why everyone picking the side chick though?
Talk about no morals and no self-respect.
Because I think you could have more fun with the money, the experiences that they can offer. And so it's like, if you know the expectations that are there for you, along with having the money and the experiences available to you, that's why.
It's sad out here.
I'm a whore without
I don't
saying
give a
I'm
damn
whore.
how much money a man has. I'm not being no goddamn side chick. You mean to tell me I can't call you? I gotta wait for you to call me. I gotta sneak around with you. And all I can do is get money from you? Because eventually that money shit is gonna get old, because material things don't keep you warm at night. All this, I gotta wait and I gotta sneak around and be Nah, baby, please. I'd rather meet a regular man that's loyal to me, that treat me right and everything else. I'd rather be happy than miserable with a bunch of goddamn material shit.
Exactly. And why would you, as a basketball player, or some of you niggas out there, if you do got the bread, why would you want a YT woman? They age like bananas. Have y'all seen what goddamn Eddie Murphy YT woman looked like? She looked good when I first saw Eddie Murphy with her. Now that bitch look like Margaret Thatcher. That bitch look like the Iron Woman. That bitch look like tore up from the flow up. Them bitches age like bananas. I saw a nigga like that today. The nigga gonna start looking at me all hard, like, cause he with his white girl, like, nigga, and he had the nerve to have a shirt on talking about I am black or something. And I'm looking at the nigga like, nigga, if you gotta run around telling niggas that you black, that might be a problem, nigga. Might be a problem, nigga. Might be a problem, my nigga. And ain't nobody looking at your Becky. You can keep your Becky, and you don't gotta be looking all tough at me, nigga. I don't want your girl. Yeah, he had Scary Spice at one time, but he had to get rid of the bitch. He knew that bitch was what she said, Scary Spice. That bitch was crazy. But his wife though, she didn't age too well. I was looking at that bitch body. I was like, yeah, that shit did not stay. You could tell she tried to stay fit for Eddie, but it's not working. Yo, she word up. Yo, Maxwell, she probably looked way older than him. Word up. I'm just trying to tell niggas like, God damn. You wake up laying next to the goddamn crypt keeper. That bitch mouth looked like an asshole after a while. It's all shriveled and shit. Fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? I ain't saying you can't get one if you don't want, nigga. Whatever you want, my nigga. But I'm telling you, she gonna be looking like prune face. Yeah. Yeah, Scary Spice is nuts. The other white bitches in that group didn't even want to let that bitch back in as they was doing their reunion tour. They tried to 86 that bitch. They didn't want Scary Spice down with the reunion.
Marco Rubio literally just spilled the beans, told America the real reason why we fighting this war.
That's a you problem, FBA Convo.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, we believed they would be attacked, they would immediately come after us. We were not going to sit there and absorb a blow before we responded, because the Department of War assessed that if we did that, if we waited for them to hit us first after they were attacked by someone else, Israel attacked them, they hit us first, we waited for them to hit us, we would suffer more casualties and more deaths. We went proactively in a defensive way.
You guys have it.
You can't get a bitch like that on
nothing
code.
to do with us. Marco Rubio just said that in the Department of War wasn't going to wait.
That's right,
until
Maxwell.
Iran
She a crazy
struck them.
English
Why would
Caribbean.
Iran strike us? Because the untouchable country was going to strike them first. And they promised that if the untouchable struck them, they
Big
would
E, what
come
it
for
do,
us.
Big E?
So now we all understand what the hell is going on, who's actually behind all of this goddamn chaos.
There you go. He said we had to get them niggas before they got us.
I was in contact with my colleagues in the Persian Gulf, and I explained for them that we have no intention to attack them, but we are actually attacking the American bases in the act of self-defense.
I think it was interesting that he talked about the effort to reach out to the Gulf states and tell them that Iran was simply attacking American bases.
What you get, Big
this was
E?
a
What
very
sandwich did
foolish
you get?
mistake by Iran. Iran makes these mistakes all the time in its negotiations, in its dealings with its neighbors. I've often found that one is surprised at how clumsy they are. They should never have attacked the Gulf states, in particular Saudi Arabia. The Gulf states had made clear they did not want any part of this military operation. They had said bases couldn't be used. Some of them had said airspace can't be used. They had privately counseled President Trump not to do this attack. What the Iranians should have done was driven a wedge between the United States and the Gulf states, and made clear that they did not view the Gulf states as responsible for this.
Yeah, that
Instead,
grilled
by
chicken be
foolishly
busting, Big E.
attacking the Gulf states, they have joined together those states. You've seen the UAE has made very strong statements. The Saudis, very importantly, made a very strong statement saying that they regarded the attack as outrageous and they were going to, in some way or the other, retaliate, or they supported any retaliation. So the Iranians have already misplayed this.
See, yep. I told you the Iranians are now acting like a bad child, just throwing fucking stones at everybody now. And now you got the French done mobilized troops to send over there. You might end up like Iraq, Iran, just because of what you did. You got the British involved right now. You got the French now sending troops over there. You got you already got the U.S. and Israel. You got goddamn the Saudi Arabians done mobilized their troops. You got a whole bunch of people now mad at y'all. He said he about to eat the rapper. Oh yeah, some chili cheese fries with some pastrami on it. Lovely Tanya Renee in the house. What it do, beloved? Happy Thursday. Y'all go check out my sister, DJ Tanya Renee. She got the digital juke joint. Y'all come in there some nights. If y'all not too busy, go over to her page. Subscribe to my sister. Go over there and come into the digital juke joint. There'll be lots of lovely ladies and sisters in there. You know what it is. Word up. And I guess I guess they attacked the consulate yesterday.
Flames and smoke billowed from a building near the U.S. consulate in downtown Dubai, target of an Iranian drone, and one of more than 1,000 attempted attacks across the United Arab Emirates alone. The industrial port of Fujairah in flames as Iran tries to cripple its oil and gas exports. This as Americans trapped in the region look to the U.S. government to get them out.
Yesterday, the U.S. government said to all Americans in the Middle East, get out. Today, they gave us a number to call.
Be having good
Police do not
food.
rely on the
DJ
U.S.
Tanya
government
Renee
for
can cook,
assisted
y'all.
departure or evacuation at
Don't
this
be on
time.
DMs now.
Kat Spitzer is an American citizen vacationing in Dubai and is struggling to find a way home.
The messaging that we're seeing from the embassy and when we make our calls, because I've been calling the State Department and that sort of stuff, is that shelter in place, get out now, which we can't get out now because there's no way to get out.
I'm here to provide you an update on Operation Epic Fury.
As the evacuation of thousands of Americans stalls, the top U.S. commander in the Middle East says forces have struck nearly 2,000 Iranian targets and sank Iran's entire navy. Iranian media showed these images of the funerals and mass burial for students and staff killed in what Iranian authorities say was a U.S. strike on a girls' school. The U.S. administration says it's under investigation. Iran doesn't have anywhere near the firepower to match the American and Israeli onslaught head-on. But it does claim to possess a vast underground network of tunnels hiding ballistic missile stockpiles and cheap one-way attack drones, with enough of these weapons getting past even the most sophisticated air defenses to cause havoc.
The price we pay.
Former Israeli intelligence official Sima Shine says Iran will be relying on these tactics. The Iranians know full well that they can't continue a conventional fight. What happens as this evolves?
Yes, if they calculate the numbers of what was brought from the U.S., all the carriers and all the airplanes and everything, and what Israel has, if they just calculate, they cannot stand.
All right, let me say this to this old-looking white lady who looked like she just came out of a cave. Y'all never heard of anything called, like, supply ships? Have y'all not ever heard of that? When the U.S. goes to war, they have supply ships that they bring along so they can rearm the goddamn aircraft carriers when they use up most of their missiles and ordnance. They can resupply it. They have ships. And those ships have protection, so when they got to go back home and pick up, and the funny thing is, they ain't got to go all the way back to the U.S. like some of you dumb niggas, because I had an old nigga on my thing on Facebook talking about, well, they going to run out of missiles out there, and they's going to have to come all the way back out here to America. No, they don't, nigga. That's the purpose for the United States having goddamn bases all over the goddamn world. They have supply depots all over the world. All they got to do is take a trip down to Japan or to Korea. They got multitudes of places where they could go stop and pick up more weapons and come right back. If that was the case, the niggas would have never won World War II. Them ships was out there for months out there fighting the Japanese. Only time they had to return to Pearl Harbor was when they had to refit or the ship got damaged so much. They might have to go back to Pearl Harbor. But nigga, we own Midway. We own Guam. Y'all, just look it up. The U.S. got a multiple of places they could just stop and pick up weapons and ordnance. That's why I be like, y'all niggas really don't be researching. Ray FBA, what it do? You don't think when they was bringing all that shit over there, they wasn't bringing weapons to other places and flying shit into other places and loading up bombs and stuff? That's right, Maxwell. They don't understand that. They could get, why did Abraham Lincoln and them didn't? They just moved because the niggas tried to bomb them. They moved the ship after that. But and it didn't even get hit and shit. But at the same time, they got supply ships and they got stuff coming up in that bitch. Why you think the submarine was sitting out there and blew up the goddamn Iranian frigate off of Sri Lanka? They got ordnance everywhere, nigga. We talk about the United States of America, nigga. If there's one thing we pride ourselves on is being able to kill a nigga where he lives. Y'all are crazy, man. Look, even the Vietnamese said when they was fighting America during the Vietnam War, the Vietnamese was like, yeah, we had to make this a war about public opinion, because if we had to keep going at it with the Americans, we surely was going to die. Ho Chi Minh and all them niggas said that. They knew that if they had to really actually deal with America on a one-on-one type, still, them niggas knew they was going to die. Let's get a Tether song in here. We're going to get a Tether song in here. That's right, Maxwell. I'm telling you, just bombs to the ceiling, nigga. Right now, there's plants in Pennsylvania, right here in Virginia, St. Louis, where they making bombs right now. You think they just stopped making bombs? Y'all be like, oh, them niggas just got enough bombs. That's why Trump had shut down Ukraine, because he was like, hey, hold on, nigga. I got niggas to kill. We can't keep sending you all our bombs. So that's why they had to shut Ukraine down, so they could restockpile, get all their bombs again, so they could bomb niggas. Yeah, niggas have flamethrowers all in the jungles, burning that bitch down, Ray. This ain't like no third world country you fighting. This is niggas who's got the highest budget on the planet Earth for war. Even the Chinese don't got a budget like this. Let's get some Tether music in here.
We don't need immigrants and anchor, baby participation. We don't need immigrants and anchor, baby participation. Delineation. The only thing
Right, Maxwell.
For my FBA nation. Your people immigrated while my people created. We know that you hated everything you love. FBA, we made it. Foundational Black American is the greatest creation. In order to save our Black community, we need delineation. No Africans, no Jamaicans, and no Haitians. Delineation. How does important Haitians making our nation a better place? How does important Haitians making our nation a better place? How does important Haitians making our nation? It doesn't. If you're not Black American and you're living America, you're in the way.
That's right. Delineation, baby.
American and you're living America, you're in the way. In the way.
There you go. There you go. Delineation. You're in the way of foundational Black Americans. Get your ass up out the way, nigga. God. Y'all know what it is. That true foundational Black American spirit. Y'all know what it is. Oh, yeah, we got 2 Tether songs. Okay, yeah, we're going to play this chick, and then we get to the next Tether song.
Do you believe that FBA has helped clarify the Black American identity, or has it created more division than unity?
So first of all, let me reverse engineer your question for a minute.
Thank you.
Show me where unity is. Period. Point blank. So if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about all of it, right? I feel like I should. If I'm going, let me reverse engineer your right. I feel like I should. If I'm going to tell it, then never mind. So what I find interesting is that there are 54 countries on the continent of Africa, and ain't none of them unified.
What the hell are you doing,
the Black American identity, or has it created more division than unity?
So first of all, let me reverse engineer your question for a minute. Show me where unity is. Period. Point blank. So if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about all of it, right? I feel like I should. If I'm going to tell it, then never mind. So what I find interesting is that there are 54 countries on the continent of Africa, and ain't none of them unified, right? Last I checked, the Haitians ain't really messing with the Dominicans like that, so there's no unity there. Jamaicans and Trinidadians, I mean, no beef, but they ain't really rocking with each other. Whenever it's time for one of them to win an award, respectfully, they make sure that they have delineation on their side. The other part of that is when you look in their social media profiles, you'll see their little flags, although they're all over here telling us how we're lazy and we're this and we're that. So my issue is, if you're so great, and let's keep it a buck, the one thing the president did say that I did agree with was that a lot of these places are shithole countries. So
yeah,
if you were so dope, if you were so educated, let's face it, you are the best of the worst. That's why you're here. That's why y'all got together in your village and y'all put y'all monies up. Y'all done sold all the coconuts you could sold. Y'all done weaved all the bamboo moccasins y'all could come up with, and y'all got your asses on the banana boat and y'all came over here. So you're the best of the worst. And if you were that talented, why is it you can't fix your countries? Why Haiti look like a shit show nobody want to be at? You know, Liberia, you know, because that was the whole thing. Let's go back to Africa. Liberia is full of civil war right now.
There you go. Go fix your own homeland. Y'all couldn't fix shit over there. Same way I was telling this Mexican. Nigga, all of Mexico don't look great, nigga. The only place Mexico look great is where the white tea people come to vacation. The rest of Mexico is a damn shanty town. It's a goddamn hellhole over there too. So don't nobody try to tell me shit. The best parts of Mexico is the parts closest to the United States, nigga. The rest of Mexico is a damn hellhole full of cartel members. So yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Y'all people is tripping. Let's get another Tether song in here. This is the song about the Tourette's nigga. The nigga who try to act like Tourette's makes you racist. Lying ass white devil. YT devil or whatever y'all I gotta say.
We the best. We the best.
See? FBA combo, we the best. Let's pull that back. FBA combo. I told you niggas be listening to that we the best. FBA combo, I told you. We the best.
We the best. We the best. Fuck you.
Hold on, Restream. Stop fucking with my shit, nigga. Let it ride.
We the best. We the best. Fuck you and your Tourette's. And we gonna flex. Fuck you. So fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. That's why y'all birth rates declining right now. It makes me kinda happy, I ain't gonna lie. Sun dodging, but in the daylight you gonna fry. Don't try to vaccinate me, that's a shot I'm not gonna try. I'm going after every single one of you until I cancel you, like Donna you. If she gets out of line, we going after Madonna too. Every part of your body is deformed, your complexion is just the beginning. It's not progressive, cause it's recessive. Screaming in word from the audience. John Davis, and now you're being protected by your guardians. You got an awkward body shaped like two accordions, but you don't produce harmony or melody. Supremacy and jealousy should be a felony. Shout out to Michael B, we handle things delicately. Y'all be outside all day, sun dodging. There ain't no running from the sun, you cannot block it. Y'all be outside all day, sun dodging. There ain't no running from the sun, you cannot block it. No, you can't stop it, we the best. Fuck you and your Tourette's. And we gonna flex, we gon' flex. Don't fuck you, so fuck you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's spin that back one more time, because they were buckling it.
We the best. We the
best.
Fuck you and
your
Tourette's. And we gonna flex. Fuck you. So fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's why y'all birth rates declining right now. It makes me kinda happy, I ain't gonna lie. Sun dodging, but in the daylight you gonna fry. Don't try to vaccinate me, that's a shot I'm not gonna try. I'm going after every single one of you until I cancel you, like Donna you. If she gets out of line, we going after Madonna too. Oh. to form, your complexion is just the beginning. It's not progressive, cause it's recessive. Screaming the word from the audience. John Davis, and now you're being protected by your guardians. You got an awkward body shaped like two accordions. But you don't produce harmony or melody. Supremacy and jealousy should be a felony. Shout out to Michael B. We handle things delicately. Y'all be outside all day, sun dodging. There ain't no running from the sun, you cannot block it.
Would love to hear that.
Outside all day, sun dodging. There ain't no running from the sun, you cannot block. No, you can't stop it, we the best. Fuck you and your Tourette's. And we gonna flex. We gon' flex. Gon' fuck you. So fuck you, yeah.
Shout out to FBA Policy with Tether Radio 1, rocking that great shit that we love to hear for the foundational Black American family. That shit is hot. Fuck you and your Tourette's, nigga. That's how it is. Them BAFTA niggas, they don't know what to do now because they getting hit. Them niggas in Britain, they ain't used to it because those British, Caribbean niggas and Africans, they don't be standing on no business against them people. It's only foundational Black Americans who stand on business against these people. Word up. We the only ones who be fighting. Yo, sun dodging is diabolical, right, Maxwell? You outside, but you sun dodging. We know the motherfucking facts, nigga. Shit. Y'all all out here talking about Trump got skin cancer on his neck because he be outside golfing all the time. Maybe he do, but maybe y'all all should start thinking about that, Nabisco. Sun getting hotter, nigga. It's about to be damn near 80 degrees out here in Virginia in a couple of days. I told y'all, this shit like skipping right over spring. Like, nigga, spring what? Fuck out of here. This shit going right this summer, my nigga. Who the fuck is talking about spring? All the time, Maxwell. That's why I told people we not worried. The minute they act like they coming for us to try to do any goddamn, we gonna turn up. We know how to turn up. We had them niggas screaming uncle. We have them screaming uncle in a minute, man. Word up. Go ahead, Donnie.
In Texas, the Muslims are demanding that they teach that 30% of the enslaved Africans were Muslim, and that's why they were enslaved. But what was the Africans before the Arabs got to Africa? Because before there was a transatlantic slave trade, there was an Arab slave trade. But here's the demands of the Muslims.
So I'm going to share with you the demand letter from Shema Zayan, Z-A-Y-A-N, who says that she is the operations manager for the Council of American Islamic Relations. Okay, so this is what they want. They want taught to students in Texas that 1/3 of all slaves in America were Muslim, and that they were enslaved because of their Muslim faith, and they were persecuted and killed during slavery because of their Muslim faith. So that's why they were enslaved. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. David Barton, if you're watching this, you are a great historical scholar. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're 1/3 of all slaves in America Muslim. I don't know. I've never seen evidence to that or thought about that. The other thing that they want is they want.
Okay, Jesse, I'm glad you're back, my good brother.
Another thing that they want is they want Columbus.
You just missed two good Tether songs.
Removed. Another thing they want is they want Thanksgiving removed. Specifically, they want the 1789 President George Washington proclamation about Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving prayer, which is a National Archive document. This is a presidential proclamation. They want that removed. They don't want students from Texas learning about Thanksgiving or George Washington's Thanksgiving prayer. Another thing that they want is they want added that the Alamo was influenced by Islam. Did you know, according to them, I mean, this is so laughable. This is such a rewrite of history. Did you know that according to them that the design of the Alamo is specific to Islamic architecture, and that the people who built the Alamo were trying to honor Islam whenever they built the Alamo?
Well, these Muslim Arab colonizers want to put their history in American history, because that's what they are. They're colonizers. Before the transatlantic slave trade was the Arab slave trade, the Muslim Arab slave trade. And these numbers that they putting out there, 30%, that's all speculation. It's not even factual. So they just want to inject themselves into American history. And Texas is not going to be the first or last state. They're coming for more states to try to put this narrative into the history books. Well, let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something with these Muslims. We're going to have to pack them up. I suggest we shut down all these mosques. Get these the same way with the small hats. We're going to have to do something with all these people trying to insert their BS into our lives. See, that's the difference between us. We have our shit. And like I said, Joe Biden was the nigga who went and tried to make Juneteenth a thing for all Americans. Ain't no nigga asked Joe Biden to make June. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Y'all should be able to hear me now. They up here starting their bullshit already. Fucking bastards. And yeah, like I said, right, Maxwell, we celebrated Juneteenth all the time on our own. And we didn't need nobody. And look, I told y'all, when I keep telling y'all when niggas is crying like America might not have enough bombs or ammunition for stuff. Well, nigga, here's America right now also going into Ecuador, nigga.
So the U.S. military has now launched operations in Ecuador, targeting groups tied to drug trafficking. According to U.S. Southern Command, So the U.S. military has now launched operations in Ecuador, targeting groups tied to drug trafficking. According to U.S. Southern Command, U.S. forces are working alongside Ecuador's military against what the U.S. calls designated terrorist organizations. Those include Los Lobos and Los Choneros, two of Ecuador's most powerful criminal groups that the U.S. labeled foreign terrorist organizations last year.
Look at that. We got
the Pentagon
boots
has not
on the
said what
ground in
exactly these
Ecuador.
new operations will involve, but officials describe this as a new phase of cooperation between Washington and Quito against organized crime. And Ecuador has become a key front in the global drug trade. When we reported there last year, we saw firsthand how gangs have tightened their grip across parts of the country. Authorities say those groups also have deep ties to Mexican cartels and control routes that are used to move cocaine through Ecuador's ports and coastlines. Now, the U.S. and Ecuador appear to be expanding security cooperation so as to confront those networks. And the timing is notable. I mean, the announcement comes as leaders from across Latin America are preparing to gather in South Florida this weekend.
Boom. Y'all see what I'm saying? America is fucking got reach, nigga. Halo, Xbox 360, I got reach, nigga. America is touching everybody right now, nigga. We putting boots on the ground in Ecuador. It's just going down, nigga. You not safe if you an enemy of America right now. Not under Trump. Not under Trump. Trump coming after all these niggas before he leave. Yeah, it's real, nigga. Trump is not playing. So, nigga, there's boots on the ground in Ecuador. I've been hearing about the troops massing outside of Najaf, Iraq. So we don't know if they're going to push in from there to fucking Iran. Oh, nigga, it's on. Trump is not playing.
This is real.
That nigga Trump moved.
This isn't. This is real.
Yeah, y'all gotta be careful
This
with all this
isn't.
AI shit.
AI fakes are
There's been a
flooding
lot
our
of
feeds
fake
about the
AI
US-Israel
shit,
war
nigga.
on Iran. This video
Playing
got
like the
70
US is
million views,
losing.
claiming to show an Iranian missile attacking a US fighter jet, but it's actually footage from a video game. Some fake videos like this one are more obvious. The fireworks here are out of place, but a still from the same video is much more convincing. Compare this with the real photo, which we have verified, which shows smoke rising, not a fireball. And this is real footage of a strike on a US naval base in Bahrain on Saturday. In the aftermath, a post with this satellite image claimed to show destroyed US radar equipment, but it's an AI fake. The image was based on a Google Maps satellite view from last year, and these cars are in the exact same position. We're only a few days into this war. The amount of fake videos and misinformation circulating isn't like anything we've seen before. Fake videos are often dramatic, which is what makes them really engaging and shareable.
That's why niggas putting all this fake shit out, because it's a lot of niggas that hate America and they gotta put out all. I had to get on my cousin because this nigga had posted some fake ass police video of a cop, a nigga talking about, hey man, you pulled me over, but you over there sniffing coke. And I'm like to my cousin, I'm like, why would you post this, nigga? It's fake as hell. Why would you post it? And he gonna get mad at me. Yeah, word up. Yo, Maxwell, word up. He using them niggas everywhere. It's on. But I was saying, my cousin, he had posted this dumbass video, and I'm like, nigga, why you posting that? He gonna talk about, shut up, I don't come and say nothing on your post. I was like, nigga, you my family member, so I'm trying to tell you not to post this. I said, do you see the comments in your own damn video? The people over here snapping on your old goofy ass. You sitting up here doing dumb old nigga shit because you just in your emotions like a bitch. Sit back and shut the fuck up sometimes. Sometimes y'all niggas need to just sit back and just watch whatever's going on. It don't take our voice to be involved with all this shit. But he a swirler anyway. He like swirling all the damn time. He done had a white bitch do him so dirty and he keep taking the white bitch back. So if that tells you anything, that's why I don't fuck with my cousin at all. That's why I told my other family members I won't be at the family reunion this year. I'm just so cool on you niggas. Why would I come to see a bunch of scary niggas? I ain't got no time. As they say, I got no time for fake niggas. I guess we got Donnie going 2 times. And last week, where that other video went? Yeah, we might as well throw her in here because she'll be old news by tomorrow. So let's get her in there too. Did y'all see that video? Yo, you know what it is, Arashalan. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be telling my family, like, nigga, I ain't got time for that. Well, Riaz, you may want to think about that. You better think about that, man. Because I'm black first before I'm involved with any religion. Any religion and its bullshit comes secondary to me. I'm about my peoples first. Because Riaz, let me just ask you this, Riaz. If Sunni niggas went and started blowing up shit, you gonna be Muslim first, nigga? You gonna be Sunni first? If people start saying, oh, them goddamn Sunnis, you gonna be a Sunni first? I'm just asking you. You could be dissatisfied with the government of your nation or whatever, but you have to think about that. Yeah, especially even family, Arashalan. Niggas think you supposed to love all your family. No, you not. No, you not. All them niggas is, some of them is your cousins. And your mama didn't even like they mama that they came from. Now you realize, like, damn, no wonder my mama didn't like this nigga. Didn't like his mama. Word up. So we know, and this the nigga, the tether that they kept trying to put on black people out here in Virginia. But finally the media getting it that this nigga is not FBA and he should have been deported.
You'd think a guy who was accused of stabbing 4 different people and raping a woman would be in jail. But Abdul Jallow was free to strike again, allegedly stabbing a woman to death at this bus stop. When Larry Gross heard about the crime, it reminded him of when he was attacked in February of 2023. Larry says he was pulling his shopping cart to this Richmond Highway 7-Eleven near his townhome when the same man, Abdul Jallow, came at him, first stealing his cell phone.
He came right at me and he stabbed me. He tried to stab me and the knife broke. But I looked, unzipped, and there was blood there.
Fairfax County police say they've arrested Jallow at least 30 times, but Larry's case was the first felony conviction in recent years. Jallow only served 2 years, violated probation, but instead of getting more jail time,
I'm saying, that
released.
they was letting this nigga commit
The justice
all this
system
crime,
works in
and he kept
mysterious
getting let
ways.
out on the
That's
street.
all I have to say about that.
Also mysterious, why Jallow, who is in the country illegally, hasn't been deported. ICE says they have an order of removal, but even with Jallow's recent jail stays, ICE hasn't come to pick him up.
Police around. I told you, the court system works with these criminals to keep these niggas around. Real niggas, they send you to jail or whatever right away or fine. But these criminals, they consistently let these niggas out. Right, Ray? That's why I told that nigga. No, Riaz, I'm just telling you to think about it. Think about it before you state one thing over the other. Make sure you really clearly think about it, brother. But yeah, that tether, and they still ain't deport his ass. It's like, why y'all still holding him? Deport this nigga. Why is he loose running around all the damn streets of fucking Fairfax, Virginia? Because I don't want him to let him out and then they bring him down here to Leesburg. I don't want him down here. Because soon as I see that nigga, I'm going to call the cops. I'm like, yeah, that nigga that was stabbing people up there in Fairfax, he down here right now. Yep, I'm looking at him right now. He's standing out in the corner. I'm going to call the police real quick. Like, yo, this nigga right now. Shit, I don't want no nigga like this around the neighborhood. Get that nigga out of here. And he ain't no FBA. That nigga is a full-blooded tether from like either Sierra Leone or one of them places. Get that nigga out of here. Look how fat he look. He all well-fed. If he was over in Africa, he'd be too skinny to do all this crime that he over here doing. Somehow he over here well-fed, eating at soup kitchens and all types of shit. They giving him packets of oodles and noodles that my nigga Finesse 2 Times couldn't get. He got the noodies with one packet. I ain't got no packets. Not near packets. Never packets. But they're giving it to the illegal immigrant. He got a nudies with all one packet. Yeah, send his ass out of here. Word up. They be trying to open up bushmeat markets. They be getting arrested at Dulles Airport. They be getting arrested at, they just caught a bitch over at Dulles Airport the other day. She had 50 pounds of bushmeat. They be moving that shit like it's weight. Them niggas be on the block selling that shit like niggas used to sell weed back in the days. Nigga like, you got a QP? That nigga got a head and a foot of a marmoset in a bag. Like, yeah, nigga, I got a QP. The nigga moving goddamn bush meat like it's weight. Nigga got half of a monkey leg and a monkey tail. That's an ounce. This nigga moving bush meat, nigga. Fuck is they doing, man? These people are crazy. Get them the fuck out of here. And sorry, Dr. Kubar, I do not relate with these people at all. I don't care what y'all say. I have never eaten no monkeys. I don't eat marmosets. I told you, I've eaten squirrels and shit. But that ain't the same as a goddamn marmoset or a damn monkey. Wait, Jesse, you ain't moved no QP with a goddamn half of a marmoset and a marmoset foot in it. Those are different QPs. Them niggas moving that shit like weight. Yo, what it do, Matthew? Yeah, goat heads. Yeah, goat heads though. That people be eating goat heads. Nah, you can't eat no bats as far as I know, Arasalan. That's something they eat over there. Like Chinese people eat bats and shit. I could never eat no damn bat. They got diseases in them. It's like Mexicans eat armadillos and shit, but they got what diseases that they got? They got the disease that can give you leprosy. So yeah, I don't eat shit like that. Squirrels is normal, but if you get them from the woods, I would never eat a squirrel that was living in the neighborhood. I just kill them. But if I go out hunting for a squirrel or I go hunting for some rabbits, they got to be out in the woods. Yeah, I don't want no bush meat. Yeah, I don't eat any bush meat. Look, they just had to put up signs in Nigeria telling the people to stop eating all the bush meat because you're killing off the goddamn all the animals for the environment. They just eating everything. You know the little birds you see sitting around your house all nice and cute. Them little birds, like little house finches and wrens, they even eat them motherfuckers, bro. And mice, they eat mice. I see little kids with like 12 mice stuck on a stick trying to sell them shits to niggas. I don't eat mice, nigga. I don't eat rats. I don't eat mice. Like I said, I would never eat a squirrel that's in the neighborhood. But if I'm out there in the woods, yeah, I might shoot a motherfucking squirrel. And so here it is. Kristi Noem is now fired. Trump done kicked her
President
ass
Trump has announced that the
curb.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is out. He is going to replace her with a conservative senator from Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin. This is a big shakeup.
Hold on.
That the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is out. He is going to replace her with a conservative senator from Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin.
From Oklahoma.
This is a big shakeup. Kristi Noem was the face of Trump's immigration agenda here in the U.S. Kristi Noem was out on the streets, showing herself enforcing a crackdown on undocumented immigrants. She has courted controversy, however, and it had become increasingly clear that she had lost support from some Republicans. This is a big move, and this is the first significant high-level shakeup in Trump's second term in office.
Well, there you go. She is out. Mark Mullins from Oklahoma will be taking over her job. But she should have known that deposition. She had to admit that she was fucking another dude, another senator or some nigga. She was fucking that dude. And then when that little weak ass voice nigga, the Kennedy nigga, I think he from New Orleans or something, he was like, how can you, for the $220 million, that spending all that money she spent? Yeah, so yeah, she was gonna be ousted. I knew when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that bitch, she gone. Cause Trump gonna try to get all that shit away from them. Yeah, well, I said, Maxwell, we probably did when we didn't know no better. But I ain't ate Chinese food in like 15 years. When I seen them brothers that time found them frozen cats in the garbage can, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I stopped eating Chinese food then, because we used to always hear that. Because niggas used to be like, yo, nigga, you ain't never noticed all the stray cats disappeared when the Chinese food restaurant came into the neighborhood? And we start thinking like, oh, shit, bro. That's right. We used to have stray cats all over. They be on the back of the fence like, fighting and shit. And then you stopped hearing that shit. Because the damn Chinese was back there catching them and chopping them up. We caught a motherfucker on videotape. I did a broadcast not too long ago where they caught a Chinese nigga catching pigeons in the park. Yeah, it's been like 15 years for me, Jesse. Oh, they got her out, Matthew, because she's caught in the deposition. She been fucking a nigga, some other like top nigga in the Homeland Security, and like I guess she spent a lot of money. Nah, you can't eat a mongoose. Do we even have mongooses over here? Because I don't even think a mongoose is like native to America. I grew up, a mongoose was a bike. Now, these kids, I don't believe these kids are FBA, y'all. Because I'm looking at them, and yeah, they don't look FBA. And we got to get over the name shit too, because a lot of these tethers have learned the whole thing about switching names and shit. The tethers are very clever, y'all.
These 3 minors are being charged as adults for raping a 12-year-old in Miami.
2 middle school aged boys.
We have a grand jury indictment charging
Now facing serious charges to include.
Minors are being charged as adults for raping a 12-year-old in Miami.
2 middle school aged boys.
We have a grand jury indictment charging.
Now facing serious charges to include kidnapping as adults accused of a violent act of sexual battery.
I know the first.
The 12-year-old victim telling police as she was leaving her friend's house. 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forcing her onto a couch in a community garden. Another boy restrained her, she said, and as 12-year-old Josiah Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming, Nunez, she said, raped her. The co-defendants only stopping about 30 minutes later when they heard her father calling out her name.
They forgot to mention a 3rd minor by the name of Xavier Tyson. He also participated in this horrific, heinous act. He was one of the boys that held her down right along with Jones. Jones was the individual that put rocks in her mouth to prevent her from yelling, according to the 12-year-old story, the girl's story. And this is Jones' father. This is what Jones' father had to say about
a young black man.
Be black, and you could tell this
that was
Haitian.
visiting Miami.
Nah,
it was with the wrong
Haitian,
2 kids, a 15 and a 14-year-old. My son is 12 years
I'm
old.
looking at that hairline.
And has a father
that hairline says
that takes
Haitian.
care of him. These allegations are bogus.
So in the
let me just say this. If you was a father taking care of your son, why would your son be out here involved in this type of heinous act, nigga? Because I know when my mama and daddy, when I grew up with my mama and daddy, I had the fear of God in them. So I didn't do no bad stuff, especially when I was a kid. I never did anything where the police had to come to my house to talk to my mama. Never. I never even got in trouble in school. Because I know what type of mama I had. You know, maybe getting some little fuckery around the house and stuff. Yeah. Look at that nigga here. That nigga hairline, that nigga is not FBA. And he talking about these black kids. Nah, nigga, you ain't black, nigga. You are a full-blooded Haitian.
In the defense of his son, 2 words, black and bogus, the horrific tragedy that.
Yeah, Ray. There was a nigga that was at my school named Buddha. The nigga was Buddha, but he was a tether. He was an immigrant. He was an evil nigga. That nigga made me cut school one time. But the minute I could get away from that nigga, I dipped on that nigga and I went back to school. Yeah. I remember that nigga that day. That nigga got a BB gun and then that nigga ended up shooting out his own goddamn eye with the BB gun. That nigga name was Buddha. Yeah, that nigga was an evil nigga. He was a Haitian. He was a Haitian nigga.
It was with the wrong 2 kids, a 15 and a 14-year-old. My son is 12 years old and has a father that takes care of him.
So why was your son out running around with these 15 and 14-year-olds if he's only 12, my nigga? Why? Why? If you a father, like your hairline says you ain't, nigga, I don't believe this nigga.
Patients are bogus.
So in the defense of his son, 2 words, black and bogus, the horrific tragedy that happened to the 12-year-old little girl is also black. Racially, she's black. They don't know their ethnicities. Once again, this happened in Miami, and this is horrific. Just to defend your son, you throw the black card out there, and everybody's racially black in this situation. Let me know what y'all think about this. They're being charged as adults. Their attorney is saying that they're not guilty. They're pleading not guilty for all of them.
don't care if they get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years. Guess what? I'm going to always feel like as a mother, as a woman, I'm going to always feel like it's not enough.
The girl's mother speaking to Local 10 recently saying she just wants justice for her daughter.
Restream is fucking with shit. They don't want us to be telling the damn truth.
I always feel like it's not enough.
The girl's mother speaking to Local 10 recently saying she just wants justice for her daughter.
Mic check. Mic check. Hold on, man. Restream is on some bullshit right now. Okay, Maxwell. Maxwell, be safe on the way home, my good brother. Be safe. Yeah, but all those kids look like tethers to me. Because ain't none of I look at my nephews, they don't look nothing like that. They got haircuts. I don't know. Lots of tether parents don't never give their kids haircuts. Yeah, I just talked about it, Jesse. Yeah, we just talked about it. Yeah, Jesse, we just talked about Chrissy Nome. Christy Nome. God damn, you fucking Restream. Okay. Yeah. Shut up. Let me get that. I ain't gonna be in this long because Restream starting to get on my motherfucking nerve. Damn. Restream getting on my motherfucking nerve right now. I'm so grateful I got my new MacBook. It should be here tomorrow. Yeah, Jesse, they gotta be tethers. Riaz, I might have not listened to him. Oh yeah, Matthew, I believe you. Oh yeah, Cane Corso, that's right. Yeah, them Cane Corsos, man, them shits is loyal as hell, man. Yeah, them shits is loyal as hell, man. I've been watching them things. They gonna handle business if they have to. Yeah, if you get charges, you should take your charges and go to jail. If you catch any type of charges, see now this shit is fucking with my videos. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get these last videos in here, but they being a-holes about the whole thing. That's why I'm about to get because Restream is on my nerve. My new MacBook should be here tomorrow. I thought it was supposed to be here today because I thought when I filled out the damn thing on Amazon, I thought that shit was supposed to be here today, but Amazon told me, oh, it'll be there tomorrow because somehow it's being delivered by fucking UPS, not Amazon. I don't even know. So I'm gonna have to really track that shit. The fuck are you doing? You don't even need to do that. It's just doing some weird shit right now. Oh yeah, he gonna get 119 years. See, had he just man up and did the time that he was supposed to do, he wouldn't be getting no damn 119 years. That's beyond football numbers, nigga. That's pirate numbers. That's today's NBA score numbers, nigga. Yeah, they gonna punish his ass. That's why you ain't supposed to run. You supposed to just stand on whatever you did, or if you didn't do it, nigga, just go to court. Yo, we was heavy in here last night with the LA family, Maxwell. It was a lot of LA heads in here. We had Shabaka, Cow Dog, Big E. It was just heavy on LA, man. I like the Cali niggas. Cali niggas keep it 100, though. I have to say it, though. Of all the niggas other than my niggas in the South, my New Orleans people, some of my people in Texas, shit, I be loving Cali niggas. Cali niggas is like the real deal. I be melding with y'all niggas. Y'all niggas feel so authentic to me. Yeah, Cow Dog from Oakland. That's what I'm trying to say. The Bay Area niggas, the niggas in Cali, them niggas just feel authentic to me. Like, I can deal with y'all, man. Word up, word up. That's why I fuck with the Cali family, man. So here they got the Kurds going on.
The US is thinking about arming Iranian Kurdish militia to take on the regime. Here's why that's a bad idea. Firstly, we're talking about a civil war. The US is thinking about arming Iranian Kurdish militia to take on the regime. Here's why that's a bad idea. Firstly, we're talking about a civil war here, ultimately, trying to foment some kind of insurgency against the autocracy in Iran. And look, that's not going to be a quick task. That could cause the breakup of the country, the lack of sovereignty that so many regional allies of the United States were worried about happening. That would be a huge deal and could cause something of a failed state like Syria or Libya,
so
for example.
The Sunnis
Secondly,
will be mad
the Syrian Kurds, when they were armed by the United
Shiites,
States to take on ISIS, remember them? That was a much smaller task by comparison. Not a country of 90 million on much smaller territory. And for the Syrian Kurds to succeed with that, they needed US air power, US special forces on the ground to help them. So we're talking here potentially about some kind of longer term US military project here. And finally, these things have to be planned extensively, carefully, strategically. They risk putting the Iraqi Kurds under significant risk. And look, if the United States president admitted things happened too quickly for them to have a plan to evacuate American citizens, then, well, this is the sort of plan that you definitely don't want to rush into.
I would say this. Them American citizens should have got their ass out of Dodge. That's what I'm going to tell to you people. Do y'all not watch the news? Because they've been building up troops over there for at least 3 months, any nigga with a brain or any nigga with YouTube, any nigga with Instagram, any nigga with Telegram, any nigga with goddamn WhatsApp, all that. There's been murmurs in the internet world like, man, the U.S. about to go to war with Iran. I've been saying this. I did a broadcast, what, like 3 months ago? I said, man, uh-oh, just like Venezuela. I said, they starting to build up troops over there. I showed y'all a video of them loading up F-15s over that bitch and huge transport planes coming in. And I was like, man, they about to go to war. And I said this to niggas. I said, all you niggas who like going to Dubai and all those places, you should cancel those trips. You better not be over there. So that's what I'm saying to people. Y'all niggas don't watch the news and y'all be not believing shit. Because I had a lot of bitches on my Instagram like, you think you know everything. See, there you go with that smart shit. I remember you in high school. You always thought you was smarter than everybody. No, I didn't. See, that be the projection. You think I'm smarter than you. But here we are right now. Everything I said came true. It's funny, it's niggas commenting on that post right now on Instagram going at that chick who said that I thought I was smarter than everybody. And niggas is like, well, what you think now, bitch? Because he said it and this shit happening. I told the bitch, I was like, everybody trying to run to Dubai, you going to Qatar and all these places over there in the Middle East, you should cancel your trips. And that bitch like, who is you to tell people when and where they can go? I was like, bitch, I'm just paying attention to the news. I take the temperature of the room, bitch. I'm sitting there like, no milk, no canned milk, no powder milk, no milk at all. Waffles, no syrup, just jelly. Nudies. I thought I had a packet in the nudies. No packet. Nay packet. Bitch, I'm taking the temperature of the room. Make sure y'all do that, family, so you don't find yourself caught out here in goddamn Neverland and it's a goddamn war busting off. I remember our good brother Tariq was down there in Mexico. And that nigga was saying that he felt shit was off in Mexico. And sure enough, Tariq was right. And he got out of there right in time before all that cartel shit went down. Word up. Y'all niggas need to learn to take the temperature of shit. I watch the news 3 weeks in advance before I go to a place, even for weather. For the weather, it like, uh-oh, look like they saying that a hurricane might be going there. All right, we not going there. We not. I remember my wife used to be mad, like, why we can't go? I said, because they said a hurricane coming. And sure enough, we would stay home, and then it'd be a hurricane, and my wife be looking at me like, and she would say, I think you a wizard. She used to say that shit to me. I think you a wizard. I'm like, nah, I'm not no damn wizard. I just know. My mama always told me fat meat is greasy. So you got to be able to be looking like that. Yeah, I ain't moving. I wouldn't move to no Dubai right now unless they get rid of Iran. If they don't get rid of Iran, Riaz, that ain't a good choice. And it wouldn't be a good choice to go to Japan either. Because if China decide to move on Taiwan, then Japan has already said that they're going to be involved in that conflict. So that means China going to be bombing goddamn Japan. So just think about that, bro.
Suspected stabber was targeting that car carrying the women that were stabbed, one of them fatally.
So remember I told y'all about this incident that happened out here where the dude stabbed the damn dog, unalived him. Now Now it came out, this was last night, they say that the dude was targeting the women in the car and might have been targeting others. He was sidestepping all types of women. Let's let it be going on. So let me say to the white people who keep trying to say this wasn't a terrorist attack, then what the fuck was it? What? This ain't no road rage if you targeting motherfuckers. What the fuck was it?
One of them fatally. It happened right here along the Beltway between Gallows Road and Little River Turnpike. And for the first time, we are hearing from people directly involved in this incident.
You know, people go crazy, you hear about it, but I've never seen somebody go crazy like that. And
Sarah Kober and her daughter Jennifer Paxton were driving home to North Carolina Sunday, and they say they were sideswiped by the suspect in this case, 32-year-old Jared Yamato, right before the stabbing. But they say they believe Yamato was locked in on a car ahead carrying 4 women, one which Yamato is accused of stabbing to death, according to Virginia State Police.
I told my mom, like, hey, let's pull over. And she said, for what? The guys kept going. I mean, we watched them weave in and out of traffic, following another car.
Today, Virginia State Police saying the preliminary investigation does indicate that the stabbings followed a crash on the outer loop, but that Yamato did not know the victims prior to the incident. Sarah and Jennifer eventually pulled over on the Beltway right behind Yamato's red SUV. You can see their gray SUV here right behind Yamato's car. And then they witnessed the frightening stabbings.
I didn't know if he was going to come back at us. We did not know. And we were terrified. That lady needed help. And we ran because we didn't know what else to do. It's my daughter.
Bitch,
I didn't
what
want
you crying
to
for?
stabbed.
That's the right thing to
told
do.
her run.
You ain't got a gun. You ain't got nothing. A nigga just randomly stabbing niggas. You better run. Yeah, the way it was said, young Riaz. I know what you saying, but other niggas on the internet read that. They like, that nigga said thank Breeze for the head. But yeah, Nabisco ladies, you did the right thing. Because that's probably what the other Nabisco ladies thought. Let's help them. And he stabbed their asses too. No, you just run like, oh shit, this nigga stabbing niggas. Get the fuck out of here. See, today's goofy niggas, they run towards gunshots and shit like that. When I was growing up, you heard guns, nigga, you ran the opposite direction. So we're gonna get Donnie, and then we're gonna get this other one, and I'm gonna probably get the hell up out of here.
They're against
Restream is giving me a headache
public
tonight.
housing for U.S. citizens only. Listen to this.
The administration proposed a rule that would require proof of U.S. citizenship or eligible status for every resident in HUD-funded housing, describing it as a measure to close loopholes.
Nearly 1 in 5 public housing households in our city is mixed status.
Joined by LA City Council members, some mixed status
know,
families
Jesse.
shared their testimonies.
No solo es mi familia. Son miles de familias las que están en...
It's not just my
She
family,
can't even
but
speak
thousands of
English.
families who are at risk, said Josefina Estrada. She and her husband earn a living cleaning homes.
Fue una bendición para nosotros.
She says the news of living in public housing was a blessing after living in an expensive one-bedroom apartment with their children. Elected officials warned the impact would be far-reaching.
That would put families out on the street, would decrease our public safety, would increase poverty.
While we argue over scraps,
Who cares? Y'all did that to black people. Y'all prioritizing illegal immigrants.
The family using Section 8 is not your enemy. Mixed status families.
Oh, yes, they is.
So
That's
this
what y'all
is
said
them
about black
prioritizing
people.
Immigrants over U.S. citizens. They said it's going to add on to poverty, but it's going to also release spaces for U.S. citizens to apply for HUD and to be placed on public housing assistance. HUD been closed. The waiting list been closed since 2023, 3 years. And when it was open, y'all, 233,000 people applied for HUD, for public housing. Only 30,000 was placed on a waiting list. Out of that 230,000, only 30,000 was placed on a waiting list, meaning that they didn't receive They didn't receive public assistance. They're
the
still
fact
waiting.
that they
And that list could
prioritize
be anywhere from
illegal
5
immigrants
to
over American
13 years
citizens
before they call you
is
like,
wild.
look,
This is why I
we got a
can't vote
space
for the
for you.
Democrats.
So what about the people that's already experiencing poverty? What about the U.S. citizens that's already, out there struggling?
That's what I said.
This is not
All the
about the
black
rich and
people that
wealthy.
are
This is
homeless.
about U.S. citizens receiving public assistance, public housing assistance, because they're homeless out there. There's U.S. citizens out there in Los Angeles, probably 5, 6 to a 1-bedroom apartment, right? But this is what Los Angeles is advocating for, to keep undocumented immigrants on public housing. They could care less about the U.S. citizens. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
Crazy, y'all. Yeah, Jesse, I saw that. I saw it when you went off. I be watching your joints. You be giving their asses the business. Look, I know when you told me what you and Lady Che went through. It's like, it's just fucking crazy, family, that they will prioritize illegal immigrants over fucking American citizens, man. This is why I can't vote for the Democrats again. I can't do no Democrat nothing, man. They have chosen and they have told you where they stake their game at. They have staked their game on the hill of illegal immigration, and that's what it is. Yeah, I'm going to be getting off here soon, though, because Restream is giving me a goddamn headache. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. And I'm going to save the rest of this for tomorrow, because we'll be able to deal with that tomorrow. We'll get these last 3 shorties in here. No, much appreciated to you, Jesse, because having a black brother out there fighting this shit in real time, it makes this shit real. Like, you even had the balls to run for motherfucking mayor out that bitch. So even that is a plus, my nigga. Y'all hear this white guy right here talking about he like to go be around black people and look for black women, talking about why everybody keep calling him a cop. Now y'all look at me and y'all tell me if this nigga look like a cop. Yeah, look, yeah, LVZ be bugging with the immigration shit, Maxwell. Yeah, That's why I said he must be laying up with a Latino woman right now or something.
All right, so I usually go to bars that are black-owned, black music. Most people are black in the bar. I like the music, I like the culture, and obviously I'm there to try to find a beautiful black woman because that's what I'm attracted to. But please, why every time I go to a bar for the first time, everybody thinks I'm a cop? Just because I have a bald head and I'm white does not mean I'm a cop. Usually nobody sees me for the first time until I go a few times and get used to me. But just because I'm white, I am not a cop.
It ain't cause you white, nigga. It's how you built and how you look. You got all the profile and the statures of a damn police officer, nigga. And you're white. See, the white is the last part. It's probably your body language, the way you move around. Nigga, you giving the captain of the police department, nigga. I don't care. Yeah. What y'all think? Do he look like the police to y'all? Let's let it run one more time. His crying ass.
All right, so I usually go to bars that
I went on his page. I told him I like
black music.
Every bit of a cop.
Most people are black in the bar. I like the music, I like the culture,
Because you didn't even tell us what your
job is. To find a
is,
beautiful
nigga.
Black woman, because that's what I'm attracted to.
Because if you're not a cop,
please, why every
Right,
time I go to a bar for the first time, everybody thinks I'm a cop? Just because I have a bald head and I'm white does not mean I'm a cop. Usually nobody speaks to me for the first time until I go a few times. They get used to me, but just because I'm white, I am not a cop.
I don't know, white guy. I mean, it will take a long time. It will take a couple of times for Black people to see you in there. And then even then, you know, it'll be the goofies who gonna talk to you first, because everybody else like, I don't know, man. I don't even know why he here. Word up. yo, Just Jay, I'm telling you, yo, retired or not, that nigga's the police. That nigga look like the police to me. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just being honest. Yo, Just Jay, I saw you on this chick live and said you was talking about she couldn't see Rocky. Something, she was in Philly, I guess, and she was trying to show y'all where Rocky was, the Rocky statue, because they moved the statue from up there top of the steps, and they just moved it down on the lower part. But I saw you in there, Just Jay, giving her the business. I was laughing like shit. But yeah, that nigga looked like the police to me. I don't know. I'm trying to look at him. Like, even as the video on my shit, it looks clear, but I'm looking on my TV, that nigga look faded out. Like you remember when they would take the pictures of the nigga, the sleepwalker nigga? Yeah, I think that's her name. She had a point of view show today or something. She was driving in her car. She was in Philly and shit. And she was like, Black people still fuck with Rocky? Nah, because somebody told her in the chat, like, niggas don't fuck with Rocky. Yeah, and she ain't know where the statue was. I was down laughing. I think I might have followed her from your channel. I don't know where I ended up following her from. But I just came through there and then I saw you in the chat. I started laughing. I was like Just Jay and them giving her the business. Like, she done lost her lane she was supposed to be in and shit. I was down laughing. Yeah, I'm sorry, white guy, but you do look like the police. Listen to what this sister said. Her son, she was in Burlington Coat Factory, and I want y'all to look at the toy her son found, y'all. Now tell me they don't be trying to put this shit on the kids, y'all. Look at this shit right here.
Yeah, so tell me how I'm in Burlington, right? And my son comes to me with a toy.
What's that toy?
Look at the toy.
Hold on, they jump.
Yeah, so tell me how I'm in Burlington, right?
Okay.
And my son comes to me with a toy.
She cute too.
What's that toy?
Look at the toy. Now you think it's all cute or whatever until you see this. Look at that. Why? Look.
I thought the nigga had a BBL.
Why in the hell?
But then when it
would a
started
boy want
his
a
ass,
toy with a boy shaking his butt?
Yo, this is diabolical.
This is ridiculous. It's not funny. This is ridiculous. This is what's wrong with the world, y'all. This is what's wrong with the world. Horrible. Ridiculous.
She told him this ain't funny. She salute to that sister right there. She like, this ain't funny, goddammit. But yeah, man, I would never let my kid buy that. What the fuck, man? And they selling that to your kids. Well, if he doing that in the cartoon, you should turn the cartoon off too, because I ain't never seen him do that in the cartoon, but I don't know. If he's shaking his ass in the cartoon, that's sick. That's another reason your kids shouldn't be watching that shit. Oh my God, I'm so thankful that my kids was only watching Wonder Pets and shit like that. They didn't never see none of this. They got out before they did all this shit. Oh my God, my kids, they was watching Peppa Pig and Wonder Pets and um they didn't see none of this shit. But I was letting them watch anime anyway. But I didn't let them watch no fucked up anime. They was watching like Eddie fight. Eddie fight. I know coming I see there. Ichino bani na we. Icha Eddie ay. Eddie Eddie Komani sinami ko kadasi de. Komanachi no minami de. That was a giant robot. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Well, I'm glad my kids never watched that. Thank God. I remember it was my own daughters who said they didn't want to watch SpongeBob no more. My own daughters came to me, was like, yeah, Daddy, he's doing some weird stuff. And yeah, we don't want to watch it no more. Because I used to just be like, okay, I'm going to put on SpongeBob. They're like, They're like, no. My daughter ran up to the TV like, no. They were like, they were like 4 and 5 at this time. They run up to the TV like, no. They like, turn it. And I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, no. And my older daughter, she's like, no, they be doing weird stuff with their butts. And I started laughing. My kids was like, the hell? No with that shit. Oh, it's supposed to be for teens. Yo, he look gay as fuck. Word up. Now, my kids stopped watching SpongeBob. My daughters, they stopped that shit. They were like, I think my oldest was like 8, and my middle daughter, she was like 5, and Kira was only like 1 or 2. And they was like, They didn't want to watch that shit no more. They was like, my daughter ran up to the screen, like, no. She was like, she started covering the screen with her hand and shit. And I was like, okay. Word up, Jesse. That's how I knew I was raising my kids right. Because they did not want to see that shit. They was like, no, he was doing something with his butt. And they was like, they didn't want to see that shit. So I turned it off, man. I put on Wonder Pets, and they sat down, and they were happy. Here to save the day. Wonder Pets is gonna get away. Yeah, Wonder Pets was that shit. And what was the other shit? We all travel the world together. Little young Einsteins. They like that shit. That was little Einstein. They watched little Einstein, Wonder Pets, Peppa Pig, but they didn't want to watch no more motherfucking SpongeBob. That's how I knew I raised my daughters. Yeah, my daughter's grown now too. They all basically grown now too. But they was watching that. They did not want to watch no damn SpongeBob. I remember that shit. I was like, damn. My wife was looking like, they don't want to watch that shit, huh? And then me and my wife sat down one night when they wasn't home. We rolled up a blunt and we started watching that shit. And we was like, oh, what the hell is going on here? and we finally looked at our kids like, yo, we raising them right. Because they be listening to what we've been saying about weird stuff. Because I used to always talk to my kids about things about weird, and if a person touches you and this, that, and the third. I used to always talk to them about that. Don't be in a room with an adult that alone by yourself. Yeah, it wasn't meant for kids. Yeah. But yep. But I'm grateful that my children, they the ones let me know. Because I was just thinking like, yeah, let me put this shit on. Let me go in here and fry this chicken up. Yeah. Yo, word up, Jesse. I didn't think I did, but I did. I did. Because I thought I was corrupting them with the little bit of anime I was letting them watch. Because I was letting them watch like Inuyasha and shit. Because they loved Inuyasha. Like I said, they loved Edio. It's Ario. That's what it's called. It was like a giant robot that was controlled by 3 little girls and shit. That would save Japan and shit. But it was a good anime and shit. But they did have like a pervy uncle on there. That nigga was a pervert. But they grew up just right. So I'm grateful for that. But I knew, like, when they went, they was like, no. My daughter was running, like, she was screaming like, no. She started putting her hand up on the screen. I was dying laughing. Her and my middle daughter, they both were covering the screen with their hand. They're like, we don't want to watch that. And then I had to ask her and shit. She was like, yeah. Yeah, they didn't really watch. They didn't ever like the Magic School Bus. They never liked that. They liked Nihao Cayenne. And I had to stop them from watching Caillou, because Caillou would make them be bad as hell. The days they watched Caillou, they would have fits and be bad as shit. I was like, yeah, ain't no more motherfucking Caillou. Little peanut head Charlie Brown nigga. Caillou was bad. I cut them off from Caillou. Yeah. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist. Now, they never got in. They liked Inuyasha, though. Yeah, Inuyasha was my shit. I fuck with Inuyasha. Because when they would come and get in my lap and my wife's lap as we watch it, Inuyasha, because they come out the bed. You know, I never get mad at, like, why y'all up? You supposed to be in bed. So I would just not even, just let them sit in our lap and fall asleep and then go put them back in the bed. But they would sit there and watch Inuyasha with us. Like, I think about it. My first daughter, when she was first born, she would never go to sleep until me and my wife would play motherfucking Ghostface Killer's Bulletproof Wallets. That's what she would listen, and she would go to sleep to Bulletproof Wallets. It was the craziest shit ever. Yeah, they didn't. Animaniacs was like more of a thing I did. Oh, okay. You had the kids watching the news. See, I've always had cable. And then when the times when I didn't have cable, I used to record. I would record like Cartoon Network, and I record shit just in case like a nigga don't have cable. So then I just put a VHS in it, and it would look like they just watching TV. So, because I ain't saying like there weren't times where I'd be like, yeah, we got to cut this cable off. This bill is too goddamn high. And me and my wife would cut that shit. But I would record. I was smart. I would make VHSs of, like, you know, out throughout the week, the Toonami, record all that shit and all the stuff they would watch. And I would have VHSs, and I was smart because I used to want it to cut out the commercials, but then my wife was like, nah, they'll catch on too quick if you cut out the commercials. So then I started leaving the commercials in, and I would let the commercials in, and then they would just think it was TV. It's like when you got your kids and they got the cereal, like Finesse 2 Times said, fuck that. Take them alphabets out of the take them out of the old box and just put them in the alphabet box. They don't fucking know. They think they getting Eggo waffles, and you know they just regular waffles. You just put it in the Eggo box. what he was saying about nutty bars. You know, nutty bars is clear anyway. So you get the fake nutty bars, you put them in the real nutty bar box, and you put the box up on the refrigerator. The little nigga don't know. Shout out to Finesse 2 Times and his child rearing skills. Yeah, Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, the endings was sad. Okay. Kagome's ancestor, that was Kikyo. That was Kikyo. Yeah, that was Kikyo. Yeah, that was Kikyo. Kikyo pinned that nigga to the wall. Oh, I used to get sad every time they would bring Kikyo up and shit. Like, God damn, Inuyasha, this the bitch you want to fuck with? She's sad as hell. Just fuck with Kagome. I love when Kagome would take that nigga home with her to the real world. That nigga was sniffing around like a dog. Her friends were like, yo, that nigga is weird. And her brother was named Kota. Yeah, I had all the Inuyasha. I still got all the Inuyasha movies and all his seasons. I got all of that. I still got it. Because I collect anime. That's what I collect. I got all that shit. Look, I got a white boy right now offering me $2,000 for my collection of The Record of the Lotus War. And it's on VHS. And he want to pay me $2,000 for it because I got the full collection where it forms the dragon on the goddamn VHS boxes. Yeah, that's my shit. I collect all. I got a whole setup of anime, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my anime one of these days. I'm gonna just take a whole video and show y'all my whole anime setup. Yeah, he had a. I didn't like the season where they finally showed they kids and shit. I didn't like when they had kids. They put LGBTQ shit in that, Maxwell. I even like that nigga Sashomaru. Sashomaru was my nigga. That was Inuyasha brother, Sashomaru. I like that nigga, even though he was trying to kill Inuyasha all the damn time. Yeah, Bunta. That was her cat, Bunta. Yeah, that was Bunta. That was her cat, Bunta. Yeah, Witch for Hunter Robin actually was good, Matthew. That was actually good. And then I'm a big Mobile Suit Gundam fan, so all Mobile Suit Gundam, I watch all of that shit. Like I'm about to watch the new shit with Noah Bright and Mirai Hathaway. Hathaway with Hathaway's Flash. I'm about to watch Hathaway, the new movie. They got a new movie with him. It's about to be in theaters. Yeah, the Ninja Scroll. I didn't like the Ninja Scroll live action. It was terrible. I didn't like Bleach. I didn't like when they did Bleach in live. You know what was really sad? And one of the ones that was sad on the Toonami joint, Rurouni Kenshin. Well, they would have Rurouni Kenshin, and then they would have Samurai X. The Samurai X was the more adult version of Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin was like more kiddie-like and shit. Bunta. What's the name's cat? Kagome's cat. That's Bunta. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop was killer, man. It was sad as shit though, but it was killer. Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, all of that shit. Oh, I did like Samurai Jack. I ain't gonna front. I did like Samurai Jack. Yeah, Maxwell. Yeah, yo, with the little toad nigga running behind him. Master! And he had the little girl that he saved that was almost killed, and the wolves was about to eat her. They had killed her, and he brought her back to life. Because he had that sword and shit that could bring people back to life. That was Ren. Her name was Ren. Remember, the wolves had to eat her and ate out her eye. That was the first time Sesshomaru showed some goddamn passion. That's the first time Sesshomaru showed some passion. And then he was still indifferent to the little bitch, even though he brought her back to life. He was like, bitch, what the fuck you want now? I brought you back to life. And she was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. Master Sesshomaru, you're gonna let this little wench follow us around? That little fucking demon toad. I'm trying to remember his name right now. But she grew on them. Ren. Yeah, it was just Ren, not with a T, just Ren. R-I-N. Yeah, Sesshomaru was a mean nigga, boy. That nigga be like, that nigga didn't care. Inuyasha cut that nigga arm off, though. That's why that nigga's walking around with one arm. Because that nigga, Inuyasha cut that nigga arm off. Oh, of course, Afro Samurai, nigga. You know that. Oh, Serial Experiments Lane. It was called Serial Experiments Lane. Yeah, that was good. That had a good ass soundtrack to it too. Boogie Pop Phantom. Yeah, Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai was dope. Afro Samurai just didn't have enough episodes. That's how I always feel about that. And remember, Samuel Jackson did the voice on that. Samuel Jackson did a good ass job as the voice. Because he did both Afro and he did the sword that Afro had. You gonna let him take you like that, Afro? Man, I thought you was the #1 headband. Nigga, you is fucking up. I love that shit, yo. Hell yeah, that shit was the shit. Hell yeah, boy. Yeah, the Boondocks. The Boondocks would come on late. I never really considered the Boondocks anime because it was mainly created by Koreans. Like the drawing, all the drawing and artwork was from Korea. So I never really considered the Boondocks anime. Yeah, that's right, Maxwell. Yeah, Ren actually softened his ass up. I remember when Kagome and them first found Ren and she said she was with Sesshomaru and they was looking like, what? Get the fuck out of here. They didn't believe her. Sesshomaru would have killed you. I remember they had found her and they had to take care of her for a little bit. And then when they got her back to Sesshomaru was like, that nigga was aggressive. He's like, that girl, she belongs to me. And that nigga Inuyasha was like, what? And him and Inuyasha got into a scrap real quick. But Ren did leave Kagome and ran back over there with him and shit. And then once Ren was back on their side, Sesshomaru just gave up on the fight and left. And they was looking. I remember how Ren was looking back at Kagome and Inuyasha as she was walking away. Yeah, Robot Chicken was crazy. Black Dynamite. Yeah. Oh, see, you wasn't sitting there smoking no blunts. Only Just Jay. That's it. You would come home from work, nigga. I'd be tired. I'm tired. I'm like, yo, what time any of y'all should come on? My wife be like, it's about to come on now. We sitting there watching goddamn Toonami. We like, oh yeah, this Inuyasha on, because we fuck with Inuyasha heavy. And Rurouni Kenshin. Shit, we be watching all of that shit, boy. Oh, Black Dynamite was funny as hell. Black Dynamite was funny. That came on late. That was like on Sundays and shit. Black Dynamite. When them white niggas was, remember they called them niggas the booty wranglers, and the white niggas was riding on top of another white nigga? That was the wildest episode I ever seen. The booty wranglers. When Black Dynamite had to kick these gay niggas' asses. It was, it was the funniest shit ever. Yeah, Michael John White. He was the motherfucking voice of Black Dynamite. But that episode, The Booty Wranglers, that was the funniest fucking show. And Cat Williams did voices on both Black Dynamite and the Boondocks. Shout out to Cat Williams. That nigga was funny as hell too. Yeah, The Booty Wranglers. Go look up that episode for Black Dynamite, The Booty Wranglers. You gonna be laughing like shit, bro. I'm telling you, that episode made me know, like, yeah, we shouldn't be supporting LGBTQ shit. Yeah, he wanted the dad's sword and shit. But when he did get the sword, the sword fucking resisted him, but he still used it to kill a motherfucking demon real quick. And then he threw that shit down on the ground. And then he found out the sword that he had was still just as good, because both of those swords come from Inuyasha's dad's teeth. A lot of people didn't know that. Both of those swords came from Inuyasha's dad's father. Inuyasha had the one that turned into the big shit, but Sesshomaru also had a sword that came from his father too. That was the one that brought people to life, or it could take your life. Yeah, a pimp named Slickback. See, Sesshomaru didn't like the sword he was given till he started realizing the actual power of that damn sword. So when he came across a necromancer, he just took that shit and just like waved it across that nigga. That nigga was dead. So an undead, he could kill an undead easily, Sesshomaru. I just didn't like the ones that they made after like Inuyasha and Kagome. You know, Inuyasha got with Kagome and shit, and they had kids. And Sesshomaru somehow had a kid too. Some people was trying to say he had a kid with Rin, but nah, he didn't. Rin was still in that new season. She was actually the caretaker of Sesshomaru's daughter. We don't know where Sesshomaru's daughter came from though. But she was a stud. Sesshomaru's daughter turned out to be a damn stud. No wonder that nigga disappeared. Like, I don't want to be around this shit. Well, shit. We had that. I think that's the last one. Wait. Oh, we got one more last thing, and then we're going to get up out of here.
Tempers flared here at the Tennessee Capitol today over a bill involving undocumented immigrants and public schools. Last year, there was a controversial measure that would allow public schools to charge tuition for undocumented immigrants.
Like
that part of the bill was actually taken out this year because the Trump administration couldn't promise Tennessee that it wouldn't jeopardize the federal education funding. So this is what the bill does this year. It requires local public schools to request documentation proving a student's immigration status, whether they're fully legal, green card, that sort of thing. The idea is to get a good head count of what kind of students are being educated in Tennessee. But of course, there's a lot of controversy over this and a lot of concerns on what's going to be done with that data. Could it be potentially leaked to ICE and other law enforcement officials?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that was the end, but whatever. Yo, that's right, Maxwell. Both swords were made by their dad. Yeah. Look, I like the episode where they made them go back in time and they actually had to see their dad. Oh, Jockin. Jockin is the name of the little motherfucking walking around with them that look like the nigga that be at the sumo tournaments, that be making the suit, that's Jockin. That's the little nigga that was with them, who had that little stick that spit out all that flame. Nah, Ren wasn't a stud. No, Ren wasn't a stud. Sesshomaru's daughter was a stud. No, Ren actually hooked up with Inuyasha, Kagome's little brother. Yeah, Ren fell in love with Kagome's brother. See, that's in the movies. You gotta see that part in the movies, because Kagome takes Ren with her home. And her little brother Kota, he had already been chasing a little girl at school, but the little girl wasn't giving him no flavor. And then he met Ren. And then Kota started, trying to court motherfucking Ren. And then Ren did like him, but she had to go back to that world. You know what I mean? Yeah, the saddest part I felt was when Kikyo finally died. I was like, damn. I was sad as shit when that finally happened. And Inuyasha had to hold her. And it was even worse because you got Kagome right there watching this nigga hold another bitch in her face. And she had an attitude after that. It's like how when I said my dream about a chick leading me around in my dream with the Asian zombies, and then Navi got mad at me, even though it was a dream. Yeah, that was Jockin. He had a stick that could blow fire. Master Sesshomaru, you can't let this stand. Inuyasha will be coming any minute. That was my nigga Jockin. His little squirmy ass. Jockin. He didn't never understand why Sesshomaru brought Ren to life either too, because he was confused and shit in the beginning. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I got the whole set. I got season 1, season 2. I got all the seasons. And I got all the movies. Yeah, my kids used to watch Gumball too. I don't know why they never complained about that. But they would watch Gumball. They got all the discs to Gumball. My middle daughter, I just caught her watching that shit the other day. Oh, Adventure Time. That was another one my kids watched too. Adventure Time. Yeah, she had to. It was too much tension between her and Kagome. I remember when she met Kagome, she could care two shits about Kagome. That was some real woman tension right there. I remember that shit. She did not like Kagome, and Kagome did not like her. Well, damn, y'all. There we go. Shit, I like that. See, that's why I like the family, man. We be talking about we get authentic and have some real shit after all the shit we be talking about. That's why I love y'all. That's why I rock with y'all. We all kind of know and was all like on that same. See, the energy is real, man. That's why I fuck with y'all. We gonna be in here tomorrow night for the motherfucking Friday flip. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great one. Y'all stay safe, everybody. Everybody that was in here. Only just Jay, Matthew, Airbiz, Maxwell Jenkins. See, Navi never even showed up. Jesse Paris. Y'all know what it is. Ray, FBA, Young Riaz. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Jesse Paris, Arashalan. Yo, shout out to Arashalan, man. I wish Arashalan would have been in here so we could have found out what he was watching. But, yo, I appreciate all y'all. You know all the family. If I missed you on the name call out, you know what it is. You know I fuck with you and I love you. Y'all have a great one. Y'all gonna make me have some pop out on that joint. Y'all have a great one, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Y'all have a great one, y'all.
Yeah. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, grits and gravy. Grandma hold it down on the porch, barbecue, pig feet, pass me the hot sauce. Uncle Ben got a shotgun, double barrel, you won't pay the price. Living in the country living the life. New York City's my wife, downtown's my mistress. I love fried eggs, ham and biscuits, and cutlass drop, Cadillac convertibles. Lincolns, we cut off the top, the block, we run the streets, we set up shop, it's all gravy, grits and pork chops, we roll tops, hops and barley, man, we see purple like Barney, man, it's funny how on farms there's pigs and chickens, and the streets got pigs and chickens, I ain't saying nothing wrong about cops and women, but if the shoe fits, wear it, y'all, you know the doggone bar, he ain't even scared of y'all, I'ma keep walking, I ain't scared to fall, when I know most of y'all scared to crawl, with the strength of a giant might scale a wall, singing Negro hymns like Mahalia, y'all. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits, and gravy. The Hambo, have you heard? I put most of these herbs head straight to the curb. They went flipping the birds, you know, but I did it all with a banjo, straw hat, overalls, and a pair of sandals. Smoking Winston Lights, Salem's and Camels. Yelling, hurry up, boy, load up my ammo. Orange hat, jumpsuit, color of camel. 4-wheel, see if you can handle it. You ain't got fire, just enough to light a candle with. You ain't a builder, I wouldn't never hand you bricks. I hear them chirping. Without my pork rinds, grits, and gravy, I have a fit like a baby. Might even come around and have to pick up your lady and take her somewhere that's shady, but not under poplar trees and strange fruit. Part of the civil rights movement, I done found my roots. That's why I'm trying to find the truth. Only want that real shit when I come up and spit in the booth. Eat it up, regurgitate and give it to you. Pork rinds, grits, and gravy. I see you at the barbecue. Yeah, I see you at the barbecue. Yeah. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits, and gravy.
God, the dead has